Radio. Wasatch School Sports is on the radio. Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio. Sports is on the radio. Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
That's me again, right? I wonder why.
For the win? Yeah.
Not as bad, right?
No, it doesn't sound nearly as bad. Such football open.
It's game time! Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat. This is football. It's game time! Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 9.
I love baseball.
Baseball, baseball.
94.5 The Peak presents Wasatch Wasp Baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. This broadcast is powered by Guild Mortgage, Dairy King, CarQuest Auto Parts, Physical at the Fit Stop, Wasatch Back Flooring, Napa Wasatch Auto Parts, Heber City Point S, Dorius Dental, and Bank of Utah.
Baseball.
The guy on first.
Who?
The first base. Who? The guy playing
Who
first.
is on first?
I'm asking you.
Now let's go live to the Diamond for play-by-play coverage of Wasatch Wasp Baseball on 94.5 The Peak.
Good afternoon and welcome to the ballpark. Tyler Barrett here with Tyler Moss live from Hurricane High School. It's opening weekend for the Wasatch High baseball team as they've already played 2 games yesterday and are set for a doubleheader today against Logan and Hurricane High School. This pregame show brought to you by the Dairy King. Throughout the years, the menu at the Dairy King has expanded beyond just the traditional burgers, fries, and shakes to include non-traditional seasonal items and the best gluten-free menu in the state. Winners of Best in State for over 20 years. Ty, yesterday Wasatch goes 1-1, lost to the 3A defending champs Union High School in their opener, then bounced back and had a really nice win against Skyview. What did you see yesterday from the Wasatch High baseball team as they move into day 2?
It was the bats, Tyler. 18 hits in that second game, and they weren't cheap hits. I mean, they were just crushing the ball on the barrel. 12 of those 18 were singles, Tyler, but hard singles, and then you had triples and doubles to go across the board. No home runs in the game, but they really swung the ball well. And Ty, a lot of strikes in that game. Blake Sweat, 9 strikeouts in 4 innings pitched in game 1. Bridger Shaw goes 4 innings pitched in game 2 and helped easily get Wasatch that victory as the bats really got going there. So to me, that was the big story, Ty, because defensively, you're always a little bit stronger at the beginning of the season traditionally than the bats. It usually takes a little bit of time for the bats to get woken up when you're in the winter and not able to go outside and just see live pitching. And so the fact that Wasatch was able to put 18 hits on the board in game number 2 yesterday, that's a good sign for this team moving forward.
That intro brought to you by UCCU, an organization rooted in the credit union philosophy of people helping people. UCCU, love where you bank. As we move to this one, Ty, it's Wasatch against Logan. Some keys that you got today for Wasatch.
Yeah, Ty, interesting dynamic here at play. This is Wasatch's third game of the year. Logan comes in. Wasatch is 1-1 on the season. Logan already coming in 0-4 on the season. This is their fourth and final game of the tournament. They've been outscored 27-11 in this tournament. And one of the general things you can assume is most teams don't go beyond 2 or 3 really good starting pitchers. And so Logan's at the end of their pitching staff here in this lineup. Wasatch still has a lot of good arms left after going 5-run mercy rule in game number 2 and then blanking on most of the distance in game number 1. So Wasatch has a very fresh pitching staff compared to Logan, which is going to be at the back end. So if you're Wasatch, you want to have the bat stay hot, but maybe be a little bit more selective and see if you can get into that Logan bullpen early on here, because I just don't think they've got a lot left in the tank here. Logan does. Tie on the season, here's how it's gone for Logan getting started. A 7-6 loss to Timpview, a 7-6 loss to Hurricane, so 2 really tight ones, and then Union blew them out 13-2. But if you remember, Logan was up 2-0 going into the 6th inning against Union, and then Union put a 13 spot on the board in that inning on them. And then Northridge just beat Logan earlier in this tournament 7-3. And that's where we're at coming into this one.
Keys brought to you by Smiles by Design, brightening lives, instilling confidence, and inspiring wellness. Enjoy welcoming, personalized dental care that leaves a lasting impression at Smiles by Design. Ready to get things started here. Colton Hafen on the mound for Wasatch. And he'll throw ball 1 as we get started here. Batter for Logan's going to be Jensen.
Yeah, excited to see what Hafen's able to do, Tyler. Hafen threw in St. George for the Wasps last year. It was minimal opportunity, but he looked good, and it was just with the heater, Ty. He just challenged with the fastball, and I think that's what you want to do early on here if you're Colden. You got to show enough of the off-speed pitches that you can keep Logan off balance, but this is a fastball game. Go after him and trust your offense, which just put 17 runs on the board in the last game. You just be confident, throw strikes, and let your offense take care of business.
2-1 the count here to Jensen. Opening pitch brought to you by Mountain Refined, located there on the north end of the Heber Valley. Another ball moves the count 2-3-1. Mountain Refined, nestled in the heart of the Heber Valley, Mountain Refined has been a trusted community staple for over 30 years. 3-1 the count. Hafen working out of the windup. The pitch gets him to swing and a miss. A ball below the knees. Fills up the count at 3-2.
Yeah, Ty, that's one that Logan would like to have back there. That ball going down and away. Not exactly the pitch you're looking for on a 3-1 count.
Gets him to swing and miss at the next one. So a long 3-2 at bat, but it ends in a strikeout. First strikeout of the season for Colton Hafen. Strikeouts brought to you by Gravity Coalition. One away here in the top of the first. It'll bring up Brill for Logan, stepping in on the right-hand side.
It's a good start. Tyler Jensen's a quality hitter there for Logan. He's hitting .429 on the year coming into this game. And to work back when you're down 3-1 and get the strikeout, it's a strong start for Hafen.
Hafen back into the windup, delivers the first pitch of the at-bat. That one's in there for a strike, looking to settle down a little bit. Still a windy day here at Hurricane, not with the gusts that we had yesterday. Brill deciding to destroy all the work that Hurricane put into the batter's box before the game.
He's kicking it all out, isn't he? He's digging a hole, giant hole in there. Not enough time to really tamp down the dirt, Tyler, and get a good firm batter's box in there, so it's probably a little bit sloshy to say the least.
0-1. That one gets the outside corner as well. 0-2 the count.
Always was slightly envious of the left-handed hitters.
Yeah, because there's not as many.
Yeah, you just don't get as many people digging into the box over there. So the left-handed side of the box always felt nicer than the right-handed side of the box.
0-2. Hafen back into the windup, delivers the 0-2, goes upstairs. That's going to be a hard base knock up the middle. First single of the game for Logan, first base runner of the game. One away here in the top of the first with a runner on first.
There's a few hitters here for Logan, Tyler, that can do some damage on you. Jensen, the leadoff hitter, .429 on the year. Brill, that you just saw, that hit's going to put him up at about .400 on the year as well. And then one more to watch out for, the sophomore Fitch, getting .500 on the season right now, as well as the sophomore Fitch senior here, and then Red the sophomore. Early on in the season, averages can get inflated, go up and down pretty quickly, Ty, but those seem to be the bats to watch out for Logan right now.
First time working out of the stretch is Hafen. Takes a peek at first, delivers. Runner goes on the first pitch. Ball's low for a ball. Stolen base as Brell's in there safely into second base.
Yeah, I had a chance to watch this Logan team when they were taking on Union, Tyler, and they're not going to be shy about running. And don't put your head down if you're Wasatch. They'll take third on you here really quickly if you're not paying attention. They will run at will around the base pass on you. So Hafen's got to keep them honest over there in their leads.
Okay, lead at second base. It's a one-look delivery inside, too far inside. Moves the count to 2-0. Your defensive starters today, Hafen on the mound. Behind the dish, Micah Dahl. First baseman, Grant Mahoney. Second baseman, Kyron Stocking. Shortstop, Braxton Fowler. Third base, Bridger Shaw. Your outfield today, Blake Sweat, Austin Brown in center, and Eddie Bluth in right field. 2-0 is swung on and fouled out of play, moving the count to 2-1. Defensive starters brought to you by Physical at the Fit Stop. When it comes to your health, you deserve quality and effective care. At Physical Heber Valley, we work with you to understand your health and wellness goals and create a customized plan to get your desired outcome. 2-1 the count, one away, duck on the pond here for Logan in the top of the first. The delivery, that one's in the dirt. Runner goes to third. Hesitation from Dahl, and another stolen base there from Burrell. Moves the count to 3-1, and a runner now on third base.
I told you, Ty, Logan, they come in 0-4, but if there's one thing that you're going to put a shining light on, that's stolen base number 15 on the season for the Grizzlies already. So in 4+ games here, 15 stolen bags, this team's going to run on you. You've got to be ready behind the dish.
Hafen delivers, still working out of the stretch. That one too far outside, and a walk. So 2 base runners now on for Logan after an opening strikeout to the leadoff guy. Logan now in business with runners on the corners, 1 away. Wasatch sporting some new unis. First look here, gray bottoms and a yellow top.
Yeah, you really like these.
And I like this look a lot.
Fan of the old, this is the Wasatch Gold.
Wasatch Gold.
This is the Wasatch Gold.
And looks good. Hafen takes a look at first, comes set, working out of the stretch with runners on the corners, delivers on a slide step, high and inside, ball 1.
Standing in the box here, Tyler, this is Stewart, who's a junior. He's hitting .250 on the year, only 8 at-bats officially. Got a couple walks as well in 10 plate appearances.
The 1-0, that one's low again, moves the count to 2-0.
No extra base knocks yet on the season here. Big body here in the box. But Ty, if you want to start going analytics, and it's a little tricky to do early on in the season, you can start looking what kind of teams can threaten to go over your head in the outfield. Logan only 3 extra base hits on the entire season. And so if you're Wasatch, you probably want to play a little shallow early on and just dare them to hit the ball over your head. See if you can take away some of these bleeding hits that could fall in. And that looks generally, the outfield's in a little bit right now. Brown playing a little shallow in center. Bluth back a little deeper with the wind blowing out his way in right field, which is probably the right call. But this Logan team hasn't hit it over teams' heads very often this season.
3-0 after another miss outside. Back-to-back walks as that one's low and inside. Fills the bases for Logan. Micah Dahl is going to make a trip to the mound. Trips to the mound today brought to you by Mirror Lake Station. Ty, I think you have the roster up there. Do you have a number 4? Logan, that's one that's not on my roster.
Yeah, it's not on Max Preps either here, Ty.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't have that one here with us. I like to joke that some of these teams, with the transfer rules that you've got now, can make a good free agent signing mid-season. And
did you see Frost in Nebraska came out and said they're not holding a spring game because they are worried of coaches attending their spring game to poach their players.
That's amazing. That's where we're at. And probably true.
Yeah, on the talk show I was listening to, they're like, well, can't really argue it, and it's just crazy that we're in that state. The trip to the mound works, comes back with a called strike right off the bat. So bases loaded, 1 away, 0-0 still the score here in the top of the first. You're listening to Wasatch High School baseball here on opening weekend of the Coach McCoy era. New coach Bo McCoy, head coach at Wasatch High School.
Yeah, Ty, you and I have had a chance to sit down and talk with him several times in the offseason. And just really impressed with what he's about at this point. He very quickly felt like he picked up on who his players were and got to know them well and got to know their strengths and trying to work on areas that they needed to improve on. He's done a really nice job with this team.
Little slash, and it's a fair ball down the left field side. 1 run will come in. Another run will come in. They're going to try to advance to second and third. Get an out at third base on the runner trying to advance to third. But it's a 1-out double that brings in 2 runs. Wasatch able to play catch in the infield in order to get the out at third base. So 2 away, but 2 runs in for Logan.
That's just good baseball all the way around. Logan, you get runners in scoring position. You've got to lock in and get knocks, and Logan does that. Nice little single down the line there, Tyler. I guess we're going to call it a double stretching on the throw there. But Logan's running into an out right in front of you. That ball is going to left field. Sweat does a good job to rally and get it in. Shaw's waiting for the runner to come in at third. And Bridger, that's something he did well. He didn't get too deep on that relay. sometimes on a shallow ball like that, the third baseman will travel too far deep at home, and it takes away the opportunity to get the guy out advancing from second to third. Bridger read that well, got to the right position, caught it, and turned, and the guy was a dead duck sitting in the water there, Tyler. Just put the tag on him about 15 feet away from the bag, and you get your second out of the inning.
Swing and a miss to lead off the at-bat here. A runner on second base, 2 away. That one gets the outside corner as well. 0-2 the count to the right-hander from Logan High School. Good start for Logan. They take the 2-0 lead here in the top of the first.
Yeah, and they need it, Ty. I think for Logan to win this game, you're going to need probably double-digit runs at this point in the tournament.
Tries to go off speed for the first time, goes outside for ball 1.
Often you get down to these tournaments, games 3 and 4, and the scores start to balloon a little bit on you. You'll get some 7-8 games, 8-9, 10-12. Scores get up a little bit. So two runs here in the first, nothing to shake your head at and get too worried if you're Wasatch.
One look delivery, that one smoked down the left-hand side, foul. Keeps the count at 1-2.
Now you do need to minimize, right? This run on second is important. You want to minimize the runs that come across. I think you saw that against Union yesterday. Wasatch let some cheap ones get across in the first inning. Got down 5-0, and it was just hard to climb back into that game. It limits what you can do offensively when you're operating under a big deficit early on. And so Wasatch, it would go a long ways for them to be able to shut this inning down without letting that run come across.
The 1-2 goes downstairs, check swing. He did go. Got the tag, and that'll do it. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Colton Hafen, but Logan's able to score 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks, no errors, and 1 runner's left on base. It's 2-0 Logan as we move into the bottom half of the first.
Are you ready for lunch? Well, the Dairy King, home of the train, is serving the best food with friends and family in the Valley and have been the winner of Best of State for 20 years. They've recently been named the best of Utah for their milkshakes. You've got to try their delicious train burger with an Oreo shake. They also have those yummy salads that just hit the spot, or a turkey breast sandwich that tickles the taste buds. They've proudly been serving the Heber Valley for 78 years at the Dairy King, home of the train, serving deliciousness daily. Stop in today.
We at Guild Mortgage help people build personal wealth through real estate, be it your first home, next home, dream home, or investment property. At Guild Mortgage, we help you refinance for that lower interest rate, shorter term, or home remodel. At Guild Mortgage, we help you plan for retirement by owning multiple investment properties and can even add to your retirement plan with a reverse mortgage. We at Guild Mortgage believe everyone can own what matters.
It's game time! Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Mountain West Trailers knows you value strength and reliability. Our utility trailers are built to last. Enclosed cargo for your business, dump trailers for tough jobs, or open trailers for everything in between. Haul it all, big or small, because Mountain West Trailers stands tall. Visit them at mountainwesttrailer.com. Starting lineup or batting lineup for Wasatch. In the leadoff spot will be Austin Brown, coming off a great 3-for-3 game in Game 2 and has reached base in his last 6 ABs, only a freshman. Blake Sweat will hit in the 2 spot, Micah Dahl in the 3. Colton Hafen will be in the cleanup spot. Bridger Shaw batting 5th, Graham Mahoney 6th, Eddie Bluth, and Braxton Fowler, 2 sophomores in the 7 and 8 spot, and then Kyron Stocking in the 9 hole.
Yeah, going to be a different look here for Austin Tyler, lefty on lefty, and a soft lefty at that here for the Grizzlies of Logan High School. Brown's going to need to stay disciplined, keep the hands back, and let the ball travel.
First look at a lefty this year for the
Wasatch is, you look at their BP before the game, they actually get plenty of lefty practice with Tragan Shaw on the coaching staff throwing some BP to these guys. That can make a little difference, Tyler, seeing it come out of the hand just from a different angle. So this shouldn't be a new look for Wasatch. They've seen this already.
1-0, misses inside for ball 2. 2-0 the count, working out of the windup. Logan wearing their all-white home unis. Another one inside, nearly gets him. He got hit twice yesterday.
I believe 2 in a row, right, Tyler? His first 3 at-bats. I might be getting 1 at-bat sprinkled in there, but he got hit 2 out of the last 3 for sure.
3-0. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1 now the count. On deck again, senior Blake Sweat. Logan into the windup, delivers the 3-1. Austin will swing at this one. It's elevated to left field. Wynn's going to keep this one in play, and left fielder can't make the play, so we'll reset at 3-2. That was into our blind spot, and looked like the left fielder got a pretty good jump. Austin Brown survives, and we'll get another chance at it with the 3-2 count.
Good first bat of the game, Tyler. 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Goes upstairs, swing and a miss for a strikeout. So similar starts for both pitchers. Went into the full count, both Hafen and now here Logan, and both get strikeouts to start off the game. He's going to bring up Blake Sweat. Steps in on the right-hand side. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. Wasatch down 2-0 after giving up 2 in the top of the first. That one misses high and outside for ball 2. 2-0 now the count. Mentioned that Logan, playing against the 3A state champs in their first game down here in St. George, had a nice game. 2-0 going into the 6th before giving up 12. That one's in at the belt for a strike. 2-1 now the count. Back into the windup, delivers the 2-1. It's a little bit of an off-speed pitch. Sweat rolls over to the third baseman. Third baseman fields it cleanly. That's Olsen. Throws it across the diamond, 2 away.
It's what these little lefties want to invite you to do, Ty. If you throw a soft lefty on the mound and you take a look at the miles per hour, Tyler, and it's going to be down there in the 60s over the course of the game, they want you to try to just get the bat head out a little early and roll over ground balls to third base and shortstop. And so, again, you teach these guys, you coach them, you got to think back up the middle. Stay inside the baseball. You want to drive the ball if you're a righty to the right center gap. Keep the hands inside of it. Otherwise, you just might pound balls into the dirt day after day, or excuse me, at bat after at bat.
Another roll over here to the third baseman. He bobbles it. Dahl trying to beat out the throw to first base. He gets away from the first baseman. Dahl is safe, and Wasatch will have their first base runner of the ball game.
Now there's the other side of it, right? You got to make plays on the left side, and it is a little bit longer throw, and so you've got that element at play as well. But again, another rollover there, Tyler. That's a play that should be made. And Wasatch, again, it's going to take a minute, but they need to make a little adjustment here and think back up the middle.
Apologize, pitcher's also not on the Max Preps roster. So, does that mean we get a make-up
game, I guess, yeah.
Lefty.
Number 14, soft throwing lefty.
Moyer?
Tom Glavin.
Jamie Moyer. Another roll over to the third baseman. Olsen's going to charge this one, throws it across the diamond. It's Hafen, not in time, is Hafen, and that'll be the third out on the 5-3 putout. Wasatch is retired, no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner is left on base. It's 2-0 going into the second.
Committed to helping their neighbors and their communities, and because they're in the neighborhood, they can deliver almost anything you need. So shop in store or online for whatever your home or yard needs. Choose from top brands like Milwaukee, Stihl, Traeger, and Benjamin Moore. Then pick up in store, curbside, or they'll deliver your order right to your home. Around the block, what you need in stock with people that know how to help. Timberline Ace Hardware, serving the community for over 50 years.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hey Wasatch, it's Nicole with Mountain Refined. We are so excited to be supporting our local teams and all the sports that you guys are into. We wanted you to know a little piece of what we have. You can come on down, grab teacher gifts, protein powder, and even rent that tuxedo for junior prom. Did you guys know that? Shop local and support us. We love being a part of this community. Go Wasatch, 480 North Main Street, right here in Heber.
It's game time!
Let's do it! Ready, go! Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Top of the second brought to you by Heber Valley Chamber, who exists to build and be a part of a community where residents, visitors, and businesses thrive. Our mission is to promote tourism, connect businesses, and unite our community. Wasatch trails 2-0 as we go into the top of the second here at Hurricane High School. And this weekend, it's lived up to the name, Ty. Wind, wind, and wind.
You look at the flags up here at the field, Tyler, and it's still gusting. It's a stiff wind blowing here at Hurricane High School. Much more warm, though, today. It was a freezing cold game last night, Tyler. That wind just felt like it was cutting through you. Today it says it's about 50 degrees, and it feels about that way down here right now. Wasatch down 2-0 here, Tyler. First look at Hafen this year on the mound. Hafen, a senior for Wasatch.
That one gets the outside corner for strike one. Excuse me, 1-1 the count. I missed one. It was a ball one on the first pitch. 1 strike, 1 ball. Back into the windup is Hafen. The pitch. That one swung on. It's going to be elevated to shallow left field. Faller floats back, settles underneath it, makes the candy corn catch, 1 away.
Good play from Braxton there, Tyler. Trying to figure out how to play the wind there with that one, and he just kept his body under control, squared the shoulders at the ball, and was able to flip that left foot around and get a good drop step to go make the play.
It's going to bring up the third baseman, Reed Olson. Had 2 putouts there in the top half of the first inning. Big right-hander steps into the box. First pitch is low and outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, big right-hander is right. Intimidating guy in the box. He's one of those 3 extra base hits on the season for Logan.
It's going to be swung on. It's a ground ball to the backhand to Shaw. Shaw fields it cleanly, taps the glove, throws across the diamond in time. Nice play by the senior third baseman. Wasatch has 2 away.
That's a really good play from Bridger, Tyler. That ball's hugging the baseline, so he had to come around, and he got behind it quick enough that he was able to start working his momentum up through the baseball. And Bridger, so savvy, recognizes the speed coming down the base path is not electric. And so he composed himself and just fires over a nice, casual, easy throw. Makes it easy on Mahoney. That was a really good play that Bridger made look a lot easier than it was.
It's going to bring up Tyler Green. Ford Logan takes ball 1 on the first pitch. Hafen settling in nicely here after giving up 2 in the first. Misses inside for ball 2. 2-0 now the count.
Green here, hitless on the season, Tyler. He's appeared in 3 games. Only 2 at-bats, though, coming into this one.
The 2-0. That one's in there down the pipe for strike 1. 2-1 now the count. Hafen back into the windup, delivers with 2 outs. That one's in there for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Deuces here for Green of Logan.
Nice job for Colton coming back there. I don't think these guys are aware of their opponent's stats, Tyler, but if you've got a guy who's hitless on the season, they're the ones with the pressure, so you keep coming at them with the fastball and challenge. Hafen does that right there.
Gets the outside corner. That's strikeout number 3 on the game for Colton Hafen. Wasatch retires the side. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. It's still 2-0 as we go into the bottom of the second.
You'll always find the best deals and expert service at your local Napa Auto Parts store. We offer expert service in helping you find the parts you're looking for your current project, as well as Milwaukee tools. We can also help you with most motorsport, RV, and vehicle battery needs at your local Napa Auto Parts store in Heber City.
Here at Country Gardens and Nursery, we hope that you feel that you are home when you are away from home as you go around our perennial floor checking out the newest and latest for beauty for your garden, as you wander into our indoor plant shop, seeing the possibility of what could be yours. Stop by Country Gardens and Nursery, your home away from home. 1401 US 189, Heber City, Utah. And don't forget to check us out on social media for quick tips and tricks throughout the season.
It's game time!
Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Bottom of the second brought to you by Gravity Coalition, offering the best in bikes, skis, snowboards, skateboards, and more in the Heber Valley. Stop on in for sales and services. Visit them at their store in Midway or visit them at gravitycoalition.com. This is a cool shot. Do it for the Wasps here in the bottom of the second. Will be Bridger Shaw, Grant Mahoney, Eddie Bluth, 5-6-7 up for Wasatch. Shaw comes in hitting .333 after the first day. A couple of RBIs and scored a run. First pitch is swung on. It's going to be yet another ground ball to the third baseman. Olsen fields it cleanly, throws it across the diamond. Another out on the 5-3 side.
Ty, that's 4 straight. These guys need to start making the adjustment here for Wasatch.
And correct me if I'm wrong, the last 3 have been on the first pitch as well, right? I think we swung in the first 3 pitches of those last 3 at-bats.
And there's nothing mysterious going on the mound, Tyler. It's just a slow lefty. Has a fastball tailing a little bit, and we're just too far out in front of it.
Grant Mahoney steps into the box. Had an RBI yesterday on a sacrifice fly. Takes ball 1. Eddie Bluth, the sophomore, on deck. That one gets him on the foot. Wasatch has another base runner. As it's a hit by pitch for Mahoney. Puts a runner on base and brings up the sophomore Eddie Bluth. Wasatch still looking for their first hit here in the bottom of the second. Reached on an error. And now a hit by pitch.
Something that might be tempting at this point, Ty, is at this point in the game, you've got what looks to be a young pitcher. He's got no stats. He's throwing soft, and he's left-handed. It's hard for a left-handed pitcher to come off the mound and make plays on a ball down that third baseline. So if you've got a hitter like Bluth who's left-handed and has got a little speed, a drag bunt here with less than 2 outs can easily turn into a hit. Now, early on in the game, you may want to let your guys settle in and start swinging it.
Runner goes. Eddie swings through it. Not going to get to it. But Mahoney is in easily with the stolen base at second. Moves the count to 0-2 for Eddie. And a runner on second now for Wasatch.
I think Grant taking advantage of slow momentum home, Tyler, and a slow release from the catcher. Don't know if Grant's got too many stolen bases in his career, but that one he made it look like he's an expert out there on the bags.
Big grin from Dad over here on the right-hand side. Ty with the stolen base. 1-2 the count. That one misses above the belt. Off-speed pitch. Ooh, a little bit high, but he's going to ring him up. Strikeout, second strikeout of the game. And that's going to put 2 outs on the board for Wasatch and bring up another sophomore, Braxton Fowler. Duck on the pond here for Wasatch as they trail 2-0 after giving up 2 runs in the top of this first. Mahoney, pretty good lead at second base, gets a good secondary. That pitch is in the dirt. And I think Fowler thought that it got him.
Yeah, I think it did, Ty. Yeah, so they're going to send Mahoney back to second base. Braxton on his way to first. Second hit by pitch of the inning.
It's going to bring up senior Kyron Stocking. RBI opportunity with runners on first and second. Number 9 hitter, senior. Step into the box on the right-hand side. Pitcher delivers. Mentioned high leg kick, kind of a slower delivery to the box. That one misses high for ball 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure here's the time to run, Tyler, but I think Wasatch can run all day long with this pitcher-catcher combo.
That one swung on. It gets chalk. Ooh! That looked like a lot of white that bounced there.
I'm sitting right on the line here, Tyler. That one's on the chalk. That one,
right on the white. Right on the white.
Tough call umpires have to make in the split second, Ty. But, yeah, you could see the dust spit up on that one. And I think he missed that call, unfortunately.
Line drive right down the first baseline.
You can see it. Coach over there stepping on it and saying you can see the ball mark where that thing hit in fair territory.
Hurricane just repainted the lines. 1-1 the count. Good approach there from Stocking, trying to go the opposite way with it. That one misses inside. Nearly got him on the knee. Ball 2, 2-1 now the count.
Yeah, Ty, and I'm glad you say that. That is the right approach, and that's what you need more of from your hitters. Trying to stay inside out and just drive the ball the other way.
Big 3-4 hole. That one misses everything. That moves the count to 3-1.
Something all these Stocking boys have always done well, Tyler, whether it's Kelson, Chandler, Kyron. they can keep those hands inside the baseball and drive that thing to the opposite side of the field.
3-1 count here. Hitters count. The pitch gets the inside corner. Nice spot there. And fills up the count at 3-2. Runners will get a head start with 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Back onto the mound. Takes one look. Delivers. Runners go. Misses. That'll be the 3rd walk. 2 hit by pitches. And now 1 walk. And the bases are loaded for the freshman Austin Brown. 4 hits yesterday for the freshman. Started off a little bit rocky, striking out 3 times, but comes in today .571. 4 hits, 4 runs scored, 1 RBI, a triple, and 3 singles on the season for the freshman. First pitch is going to be an off speed out in front of it. He'll foul it off the first base side, strike 1.
Yeah, and this is going to be a bit of a challenge for Austin, Ty, because he's got to adjust to the velocity, and you've got to be able to make these quick adjustments. You can see there, timing just looks a little bit off. It's got a big swing, very powerful. Just got to keep those hands back and stay calm and composed here. Let the ball travel deep and trust your hands. Throw it at the baseball.
No balls, 1 strike. Swings at 1 out of the zone, and that'll move the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 away. Wasatch trailing 2-0 here in the bottom half of the second. The 0-2. Misses everything, gets away. Mahoney's momentum was going back to the bag. Tough break there for Wasatch. Everybody stays put. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Grant's upset with himself. You can see it over there at third base, Ty, and that's a pitch there, 0-2. As a runner, you're anticipating something in the dirt, right? You're looking for something as a potential pass ball. And so I think Grant you're right, he kind of got his momentum going the wrong direction, and he knows that's probably one he should have been anticipating.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the inside corner. Strike 3. Wasatch. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 are left on base. It's still 2-0 as we go into the 3rd.
Chad here from Mountain West Trailers. Celebrating 20 years in business, we know you value strength and reliability. Whether it's for work or play, our dump and equipment trailers are built to last. Enclosed cargo trailers for business and fun, or open utility trailers for everything in between. With expert sales, parts, and service, we've got you covered. Mountain West Trailers is always right behind you. Visit us at mountainwesttrailer.com or stop by at 1470 South Highway 40 here in Heber.
Check out the Fit Stop Health Club. It's more than a great facility. Their employees and staff create a comfortable, caring, supportive place for men and women of all ages, as well as their families, to work out. They have your tanning beds, massage, and personal trainers. Find your new groove. Jump into their therapy pool with endless laughs. They have Group X classes with nationally certified and specially trained instructors. See what the Fit Stop offers. Go to their website at fitstophealthclub.com. For more information, call 654-2131.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
For the 3rd, brought to you by Big O Tires. Get ready to rev up your savings where you'll find everything you need to keep your vehicle in top shape while keeping more money in your wallet. Back up to the top of the order for the Logan High Grizzlies. Josh Jensen, center fielder, up to the plate. He's going to roll over to the first baseman. Mahoney fields it clean, touches the bag. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the top of the 3rd.
Oh, yeah, you like that. That's efficient right there. 1 pitch, 1 out. And you don't even need to make an extra throw there, Tyler. Unassisted put out there for Mahoney.
Going to bring up Kyler Beal, the shortstop, singled up the middle in his last at bat with 2 strikes on him. Ended up scoring one of the 2 runs that Logan scored there in the top of the 1st.
That was a good swing, too, Tyler. He had a good barrel on that ball last time.
First pitch, just below the knees, strike 1.
That's a good pitch. That is a really tough first strike on a hitter. I think it is a strike, Tyler, but that's one. When you come into the count 0-0, you're looking for something in what you'll call zone 1. That's a swing that you can get a little bit bigger on, and that pitch is more of a defend on 2 strikes, zone 3 type pitch. And so that's a great first pitch to get ahead in the count. The stats get eye-popping, right? If you get the first pitch strike, average of the hitter goes down below 250. If you get a first pitch ball, the hitter's average goes above 300.
0-2 pitch is going to be elevated to right field. Eddie Bluth settles underneath it, makes the play. 4 pitches, 2 away here in the top half of the 3rd. going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Hoth. Walked in his first at bat. Steps in on the right-hand side. Designated hitter today for the Logan High Grizzlies. Hafen still working out of the windup. That one misses, low and outside for ball 1. First ball he's thrown here in the third. The 1-0 is spiked below for home plate. Moves the count to 2-0. First time we've seen Hafen since St. George last year on the mound. Tyler, what are you seeing? What are you liking out of the senior?
Well, he's keeping it fairly simple for the most part, Tyler. He's not trying to do too much. That last pitch, tried to overthrow it a little bit, I'd say. Spiked it into the ground. But he's working pretty efficiently and effectively, Tyler. 2 runs given up in the first, but he's bounced back and showing you some tough grit that you'd hope you to get from a senior. Looks like an arm they're going to be able to utilize over the course of the season.
Gets a check swing foul ball on the third pitch. That was a little out of the zone. Moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Logan was able to produce those 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 walks, including a 2-run double with the bases loaded. That one swung on behind, but gets a piece of it foul. Moves the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 away here in the top half of the third. The 2-2 goes with the off speed. Hoth does a good job staying with it, fouls it off, and we'll keep the count at 2-2.
That's a good and bad pitch at the same time, Tyler. Good pitch that he's showing you that he's got a nice little hammer there, and that one did have some good break, but way too good on 0-2. Left that one up over the middle part of the plate. That one's got to be down and away a little more.
The 2-2 misses, low and outside, fills up the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wasatch playing straight up. You mentioned outfield playing a little shallow here in the top half of the third. The payoff pitch doesn't get the inside corner, and that'll be walk number 3 on the day and puts first base runner on since that first inning.
Yeah, that's not a bad spot, Tyler. It looked like Dahl did have to reach in a little bit farther than he wanted on that pitch, but tough to lay off that on a 3-2 count.
Brings up the second baseman, Stewart, also walked in the top half of the first inning and did end up scoring. Or excuse me, he got thrown out at third base on that double down the left field line. Runner on first. Hafen comes set. Takes a deep breath. Delivers. It's a ground ball right back up the middle. Stocking fields it cleanly. Steps on the bag himself, and Wasatch gets out of the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors. 1 runner is left on base. Still 2-0 going into the bottom of the third.
Professionals who go out of their way to keep your home running smoothly. And when we say team, we're talking about 40 years of winning service and reliability. We're here to boost your at-home satisfaction long after your purchase. So when it's fourth quarter and your fridge goes out, oh man, be confident knowing we're a team that will go the distance for you. Heber Park City Appliance in Heber City. Visit us online at HeberAppliance.com.
Unlock your potential at Bonnie Joseph Academy, your local beauty school. Explore the art of cosmetology, barbering, hair design, basic aesthetics, master aesthetics, and nail tech programs. Visit bonniejosephacademy.edu to learn more and enroll today. Financial aid is available for qualifying students, and we offer flexible schedules and distant education options. Transform your passion into a rewarding career at Bonnie Joseph Academy, where beauty meets expertise. Bonnie Joseph Academy, Heber City.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Bottom of the third, brought to you by Mirror Lake Station, your one-stop shop for gas, groceries, and goodies, located at 2nd North Main in Camas. On your way up Mirror Lake Station Highway, winners of Best In-State Donuts. Due up for Wasatch, 2-3-4, Blake Sweat, Micah Dahl, and Colden Hafen. 3 seniors. Blake Sweat already with 3 hits on the season, including a double yesterday in that game against Skyview. Wasatch again goes 1-1 yesterday, an 8-4 loss to Union in Game 1, and then won 17-3 in Game 2 against Skyview.
Yeah, and this is a different type of pitcher they're facing this one today, Ty, so it's a different look. requires a little more plate discipline. Yesterday against Skyview, right-handed pitchers throwing in the low to mid-70s. Wasatch jumped all over that. Now you've got a soft-throwing lefty that's going to ask you to be a little more disciplined, staying back, and the Wasatch struggle.
Nice smoke there from Blake Sweat. It's a line drive over the shortstop's head that's going to get all the way to the fence. That ball was smoked. Blake Sweat's rounding second. He's going to try to leg this one out for a quick triple, and he's standing up triple for Blake Sweat to get the inning started.
There's what the doctor ordered there, Tyler. And, yeah, Blake still had that on the pull side, but you can tell the way that ball comes off the bat, it's a little different. Hand staying inside of that pitch, getting a nice, sharp line drive over the shortstop's head. Last at bat, rolling over to third base on a similar type of pitch there, right? That was more disciplined. Good job from Blake. And good hustle coming out of the box there, Tyler. Really cranked it on as he was rounding second to get in easily to third base.
Brings up the catcher, Micah Dahl, reached on a hit by pitch. This was going to be a slow roller to the third baseman. Comes across the diamond, able to get the out at first base, but it will score Blake Sweat. And Wasatch is on the board, 2-1.
Yeah, good productive out from Micah and a great read from Blake at third base there, Tyler. That ball generally with nobody out, and if you're at third, a slow roller like that, you're not going to go on. But that ball's pulling the third baseman so far away off the bag that there's no way he's going to be able to have momentum to turn and fire that at home. Blake had a read immediately off the bat that he was scoring, and good reaction, good response.
Going to bring up Hayfen, who grounded out to the third baseman in his last at bat. He'll take ball one.
He nearly got that one off the right foot as well, Tyler. Already a couple hitters have been hit right on the cleats. A couple hit by pitches in the game.
Hayfen also a double yesterday and an RBI. He swings at this one, elevates it to shallow left field. This is kind of in that Bermuda Triangle area. Ball's going to drop. Hayfen will get a single on the bloop single over the third baseman's head.
That's the one in the scorebook, Tyler. It's going to look like a line drive either way, right? That one's definitely missed the ball on the barrel, but found the open space out there. And if you're putting it in play, you give yourself a chance.
Bring up Bridger Shaw in his first at bat, also grounded out to the third baseman. Wasatch had 3 straight hitters go to the third baseman. See if Bridger Shaw can make a similar adjustment to Blake Sweat. He does it. This one's roped, and it'll land in front of the left fielder. A nice line drive single, back-to-back singles for Wasatch. They've got runners on first and second with one out.
Yeah, I like it. Wasatch starting to get it going, but if you look at those same 3, Tyler, between Dahl, even back to Sweat, so 4, Sweat, Dahl, Hayfen, Shaw, early swings of the count, right? 2 at-bats, 2 early swings for most of these guys in the count. So if you're the opposing team, you're starting to scout that. And what are you going to start doing? You're going to start throwing some balls off the plate. Maybe not as many strikes. See if they'll chase a little bit more later on in the game. Because right now those guys are hunting fastball early on and taking some good early swings at it.
Off-speed pitch here to Mahoney. He's going to get a piece of it. It'll go foul down the third base side. Was hit by pitch in his first at-bat, was stranded at third base in the second inning. Comes up here in the third. Wasatch with already 1 run. Runner's going to go on a double steal. The lazy throw down to third base is not in time. Wasatch gets the double steal and now has 2 runners in scoring position on second and third.
I think you called that just right. The lazy throw, it looked like the grenade down to third base is what you'd call that. That's always a tough throw, especially if you're an inexperienced catcher, to have to step out behind the hitter. And I think it just created an awkward throw that he just kind of tossed a grenade down there, and it nearly got home.
Nice piece of hitting here from Mahoney. He hits the 3-4 hole. 1 run comes in. Wasatch is going to hold up. Bridger Shaw at third base. Great job from the right fielder getting out in quick. Pretty piece of hitting there from Grant Mahoney, and he has an RBI single.
Yeah, that is a good piece of hitting there, Tyler. Sharply hit ball on the ground. Again, not trying to do too much. I put that one right in the hitter's clinic there, Tyler. A soft throwing lefty. Runners in scoring position. Big gap open on the right side. And Grant didn't try to do too much. Just stayed with the pitch and drove it the other way.
It's going to bring up Eddie Bluth up to the plate. He struck out in his first at bat. We're going to have a trip to the mound brought to you by Mirror Lake Station. Again, Mirror Lake Station is your one-stop shop for all gas, groceries, and goodies.
Going to get Grant his second steal of the game here, Ty.
Yeah.
First and third. 1 out.
Haven't
he's
seen.
He's going to start putting on the resume. He's a 5-tool guy, right? Speed, power, can throw. Stolen bases. That's what he's going to add.
You think there's many announcers that gets excited of a 3-4 single than I do on broadcast?
It's your bread and butter, Tyler. That's about picture-perfect baseball in your mind, isn't it?
Used to say an easy way to go from a 200 to a 300 or a 300 to 400 is learn how to hit the 3-4 hole.
Right here, Eddie.
Yeah, but you can score more runs if you can hit it over the fence going to left field.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
New age analytics versus old age analytics.
Big swing and a miss here from Eddie as we're back at it again. Runners on first and third, one away.
The new age baseball would just hate that, right? I mean, they pay these guys, Aaron Judge, Bryce Harper, these big hitters to strike out more but hit more home runs.
If you look like Aaron Judge, then yeah, forget about the 3-4 hole. Runner's going to go, and it looked like it was supposed to be a squeeze, but Eddie is going to pull back on the bunt. Bridger's going to try to get back to third. He's going to be thrown out. Mahoney will advance to second base. Tough break there. Looked like a little miscommunication, and it's now a 1-1 count. I believe that was a ball. Runner on second with two away.
Yeah, Ty, I wonder if that was a safety squeeze where you still expect your hitter to get it down, right? Safety squeeze, you're just coming a little bit more cautiously. You want to see it down. And Bridger was coming a little hard. Definitely a ball that probably Bluth could have offered at least. And so you wonder what happened communication-wise, whether it was a safety squeeze, whether it wasn't a squeeze at all. Either way, it ends up in a tough second out for the Wasps.
Yeah, I was kind of looking. It looks like Coach McCoy is having a conversation with Mahoney. So maybe miscommunication there. I don't want to speculate. 2-1, make it 2-2 as that one's in on the belt. 2-2 the count. With two outs, and again, still runner in scoring position with Mahoney at second base. 3 straight shingles here for Wasatch. And that one's going to get off of Bluth's backside, his second hit by pitch of the game, and Wasatch has runners on first and second.
You're right, Ty. It doesn't do too much good to speculate on that, but just another option that I know coaches have liked to use is that fake and take with runners on third. Because if you start getting a squeeze, then you can get some guys crashing where shortstop has to wheel over to third. Second then is moving over to first base with the first baseman crashing in, and you can easily swipe it back at second. So it very well could have been a fake and take in that situation as well. Don't know. We'll have to ask Coach afterwards.
Fowler comes up to the plate. He was hit by pitch in his first at bat. He's going to foul off the first one. Runners on first and second. It's a 2-2 ball game after Wasatch scores 2 here in the bottom of the third. Still 2 outs in the bottom of the third with a runner in scoring position. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch misses high for ball 1. 1-1 the count.
I'm curious, Ty, you like that 3-4 hole, which I do. That was such a hard hit for me to get. I was more of a pull hitter myself. But do you like that hit or a perfect drag bunt better when you put it down the third base line?
Well,
you're a big fan of the drag bunt.
You can still get an RBI on a 3-4 hole hit, right? I mean, it's tough to get an RBI on a drag bunt. Foul ball again, moves the count to 1-2. And all kidding aside, it's what I made a living on my senior year. I remember we were playing Bishop Gorman, and they had a guy that could throw it. And when you're behind, it's really nice when you can just hit the 3-4 hole. I think I had 2 hits in the game just because I could hit it between the first and second baseman.
Boy, did they have some guys that could throw it, Ty. I don't think Wasatch has ever played Bishop Gorman again, but that team.
1-2. It's going to be a slow hopper. Olsen comes across the diamond, throws it. In time? Yes, in time. And Wasatch is retired. But Wasatch ties things up 2-2 here in the bottom of the third, moving to the top of the fourth.
Hungry for mouth-watering, all-American comfort food? Look no further. Chubby's has just opened in Heber Valley, bringing you award-winning burgers and cheesesteaks made from 100% premium black Angus beef. With 9 Utah locations, our family-owned and operated restaurant knows how to satisfy your cravings. And don't forget to treat yourself to our delicious desserts. Come taste the difference today at Chubby's, located at 220 North Main Street. Chubby's Cafe, your neighborhood destination for the food you crave.
Hi, this is Kendall Crittenden, Wasatch County Council member and a member of the Caring Community Coalition. Did you know that kids are at a greater risk of experimenting with alcohol in hours of 3 and 6 p.m.? Many parents are still at work this time of day. Check in with your kids. Find out where your kids will be, who they'll be with, and what they will be doing. Brought to you by Wasatch Behavioral Health and the Caring Community Coalition.
It's game time!
Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Top of the fourth brought to you by Heber Appliance. When you're down to your final out and your fridge goes out, turn your letdown into a touchdown. Dang it, I combined both of them, Ty. I have a football one and a baseball one. and I combined them both. You're not going to be down to your final out and score a touchdown. So, anyway.
You're creating a new sport on your hands. You talked on the way down that you had Omega Ball going on.
We had Omega Ball, which apparently is three soccer teams on the field at the same time. Pillow fighting on ESPN.
Was on ESPN today.
I just question
real league, right?
I question ESPN's decisions to let guys like Dan Patrick and Rich Eisen go in order to put pillow fighting on their network. Just a little bit questioning that. Either way, Heber Appliance, great service, and great appliances over at Heber Appliance. Strike one here.
You went over the lineup. I believe they had pillow fighting followed by breakdancing, right?
Yeah, breakdancing.
And darts.
Darts,
and
ping pong.
Cornhole and ping pong.
Cornhole.
Lineup today on ESPN.
Put it in the questionable category, in my opinion, for those events. 1-1 the count. Left fielder up right now for Logan. That one gets away. Ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Heber Appliance scoreboard update. Logan scored 2 in the top of the first and then have been shut out since. Wasatch scoreless through the first 2 innings and then were able to score 2 in the bottom of the third. Keeps the score deadlocked at 2-2 as we go into the top of the fourth. 2-1. That one misses again. Moves the count to 3-1.
Just a little overthrow here, Tyler. Looks like Colden's just coming a little too strong with that release point. It's coming down a little too far. And again, that can happen for multiple reasons. Overcompensating if your arm's starting to get a little tired or if you're overthrowing.
Check swing, strike 2. Moves the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hafen's been efficient, sitting at 52 pitches right now through 3+ innings, especially since that's first inning. Full count pitch is going to get away. Ball 4. That's going to be walk number 4 for Hafen on the game today. And that'll bring up the first baseman for Logan.
4 walks, yet under 60 pitches still into the 4th inning. That is efficient. When he's getting outs, he's doing it quickly.
2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks right now for Hafen. Runner on first is the leadoff guy. No outs. Hafen goes back to working out of the stretch. Pick-off move. Wasatch has picked off 2 base runners this weekend. That one throw a little bit off. Good job from Mahoney of digging it out of the dirt.
Ty, when you talk about pitch efficiency, the mark we always like to keep our pitchers around is 15 or under. That would be a fairly efficient inning and get you where you need to be by the end of the game. And so you can see Hafen right now, if he can have another good efficient inning, he's going to be right about that mark here against Logan today.
1-0 as that one misses low and away again. Having a little bit of a hard time finding it to get this inning started. That one's in there, off the plate again. Right height, just too far outside. 2-0 now the count.
Logan likes to send some guys in motion, Ty, and I wonder, Mike, if you noticed on that last couple, he's been thrown back from his knees. Wonder if they'll try to put some guys in motion.
Tries to go with the bunt. Runner gets off the bag at first base, but the throw down to first base goes into the outfield. Runner's going to try to go from first to third. Oh, it gets by the right fielder. Bluth quickly gets it in. And, man, a tough break there for Wasatch. Had the pickoff move easy, but an errant throw is going to put the runner all the way to third base.
Yeah, and Mike has had to work hard back there, Tyler. Even though Hafen's been efficient, when he's missing, it's kind of in the dirt. Mike has had to chase some balls down, and you could see it on a couple of pitches before there, right? He just looked like he was getting a little tired and trying to pop up to the feet to make that throw. Just never really got his shoulder squared around to be able to make that throw over.
2-1 the count. Nobody away. Runner on third. Swung on. Elevated to the outfield. Brown going back. Makes the play, but it's deep enough that it'll bring in the run, and Logan retakes the 3-2 lead.
Well, Logan's capitalizing on mistakes, aren't they? Got a walk, an error or 2. Was that 2 errors on that play, Ty? Throwing error on Dahl and then error on Bluth in right field as well, as the ball got by him. Probably it's in between there with Bluth, isn't it? Because he's going first to third as it goes anyway, so hard to assume that that's going to be an out. But either way, that's kind of a gifted run that Wasatch gave to Logan.
1 ball, no strikes. Going to bring up the right fielder for Logan. 0 for 1 today. And a couple of balls to get this at bat started. First at bats popped out to the shortstop, and the 2-0. Swung on and fouled off. Keeps the count, or moves the count to 2-1. Logan 0-4 coming into the game today, looking for their first win. Wasatch looking for back-to-back wins after dropping their first game yesterday. Wasatch will play directly after this one against the host school, Hurricane High School. Swing and a miss there. Looked like a little bit maybe of a change-up look there.
On that one, didn't he?
Yeah. 2-2 now the count with one away. Nobody on base. Logan got a walk on the leadoff guy, and then we're able to advance to third on a throwing error and then a sac fly. Gives them back the lead. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's strikeout number 4 for Hafen. And that's now 2 away here in the top of the fourth. Going to bring up the big third baseman, Reed Olson. He's had himself a nice day in the field. He grounded out to the third baseman himself in his last at bat on what might be the defensive play of the game for Wasatch. Great play from Bridges Shaw. Hafen goes back to working out of the windup with nobody on base. Pitches low and away, ball 1. Big right-hander steps into the box. 1-0 the count, the pitch. That one hits well in front of the bag once again, or well in front of the plate. 2-0 now the count. Did you ever go out to the pitcher tie as a catcher after you've been blocking a couple and be like, what did I do? Like, what did I do to you? Like, you're beating me up back here. 2-0, that one's in there for a strike. Moves count to 2-1.
I don't think your pitcher would respect you if you said it that way. You'd go have it in more clear conversations. There are messages you can send as a catcher. When you see a catcher get up and just wheel it back at the pitcher as hard as they can, you know they're upset.
Throw it at their knees.
Sometimes throw it at their feet, yeah, and make them go down and get it.
2-1 is elevated to right field. Eddie Blue starts back, comes up, and makes the play, and Wasatch is able to get out of the inning. But the damage is done. 1 run comes in on no hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. Logan retakes the 3-2 lead.
From Gordon Law Group. I commonly get approached by people with the same question. Hey, do you guys do a particular type of law? The answer is almost always, yeah, we do that. We are the Valley's only full-service law firm that has been in business for over 20 years. We have 5 experienced attorneys who do estate work, litigation, business formation, real estate, water law, divorce, criminal defense, and many others. Gordon Law Group, yeah, we do that.
Hey, Heber Valley, whether you're cheering on our high school team or enjoying a day in our beautiful valley, our community is stronger when we love local. Our local businesses are the heartbeat of Heber Valley, from your favorite cafe to the shop on the corner. When you shop local, you're supporting your neighbors and investing in the future of our community. So next time you're out and about, show some love. Shop, dine, and explore right here in Heber Valley. Brought to you by the Heber Valley Chamber of Commerce. Remember, love local. It makes all the difference. Visit gohebervalley.com/shop.
It's game time.
Let's do it. Ready, go. Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Bottom of the fourth brought to you by Bonnie Joseph Academy, dedicated to providing the highest quality education to students and making sure they are fully prepared for a successful career in the beauty industry. Due up for Wasatch will be Kyron Stocking, Austin Brown, and Blake Sweat. 9-1-2 as Wasatch tries to get back into the ball game. Tied it up at 2-2 in the bottom of the third and then gave up 1 in the top of the fourth to fall back down 3-2. Ty, we were kind of teasing a little bit of ESPN opting to go pillow fighting and some of these other random activities. I'm not going to call them sports, they're activities. But is there something that you would like to see?
You can see, like, you know how they have, like, when you go to concerts, the warm-up band?
Yeah.
Before the main event? You don't think like a pillow fight before a UFC fight. It's something they're trying to work their way into.
Is that, you think that's what they're trying to go with? Is
no, I don't think
a big deal, a big contract with UFC?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What was
is there an activity you would like to see? Pillow fighting wasn't exciting for me. I'm not going to lie.
on ESPN.
Sure, yeah.
I'll have to think on that for a second, Tyler. But
called strike one here to Kyron Stocking.
You watch like cornhole and darts. Sometimes those can be almost hypnotic in watching those. Those are kind of entertaining.
Drag bun attempt goes foul. 0-2 now the count.
I mean, people really got into watching like the World Series of Poker a few years ago. That kind of took over the airwaves.
So bowling, poker, or cornhole. What would you like to watch out of those three? Those are kind of three that have been on ESPN longer than most. Outside ball one. I feel like with bowling, you got some fun characters on the bowling scene.
I'd probably take bowling if I go that route. Yeah, you'd go bowling too.
I don't know. 1, 2. I'm not a poker fan. When they started putting the World Series of Poker on ESPN, that was
what's one
you had to go find something else.
I may watch a little bit more pickleball. Some pickleball championships on there. That could be some fun.
I've attempted to watch that as well. They're just so good at keeping it in the kitchen the whole time, Ty, that it's actually not that exciting to watch. 2-2, the off speed. Kyron's going to go with this one. It's going to be a bloop single down the right-hand side. Nice little piece of swinging there for Stocking. Outfielder bobbles it, and Stocking, who is hard out of the box, is going to take advantage of it. Great job there from Kyron, and Wasatch has a leadoff runner now in scoring position.
Oh, that's good, Tyler. That's good baseball. He didn't even know where that ball was originally. He kind of had to locate it coming out of the box. But when he saw it, he was going hard out of the box, Tyler, and he could see right in front of him. He's going down the first base line. The ball's right in front of him, and as soon as he saw the bobble, he's gone. And you teach your runners to go hard around first base no matter what, so if something like that happens, you can take the extra bag. That's just good baseball there from Stocking.
It's going to bring up Austin Brown 0 for 2 today. He's got 4 hits on the season. He lets that one go below the knees for ball 1, 1-2 the count.
Yeah, tried to start him with a soft curveball there, Ty.
Still the starter for Logan on the mound. 1-2, that one inside, gets the inside corner for strike 1. 1-1 now the count. Working on 55 pitches now on the game. Blake Sweat on deck. 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on first, runner on second base. Wasatch trying to tie this thing back up, trailing 3-2. Kyron's going to go. This one swung on. It's roped to right field. That's a single for Austin Brown. Runner was in motion, and that's an RBI single with nobody out for the freshman Austin Brown.
Yeah, good barrel there from Brown there, Tyler. And that's a risky steal there, isn't it? You've got nobody out, runner on second. And with 2 strikes, you got to defend it if it's over the plate. And Brown has a laser beam. And so it's a dangerous steal that Wasatch had on there, but the ball finds grass, turns into an easy run.
We're going to bring up Blake Sweat. Blake Sweat in his 3rd at-bat today, grounded out, and then had triple in his last at-bat that went to the left center field wall. Takes ball 1. Austin, good speed at first base. Logan hasn't been great at keeping runners on base pass. Expect some motion
here, Tyler, at some point in this at-bat.
Good lead for Brown over at first base. The pitch swung on, fouled into the Wasatch dugout. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, poker was probably the first kind of non-traditional sport, right, that ESPN put on there. But they had bowling as well. You had the pro bowling. How about rodeo? How about some bull riding? Is that something you'd like to see on ESPN?
That'd be fun, Ty, to watch that. Get some roping,
PBR action.
Bull riding. Yeah, get some Broncos out there. You could get a lot of fun stuff going on with that.
Do you have a favorite rodeo event, Ty, when you go to a rodeo?
I like the roping. I do.
I like roping. I think roping. I like the bronc riding. Runner does go here. It's going to be swing, a pitch in the dirt for strike 2, but Brown steals the bag easily.
That's
another duck on the pond for Wasatch.
That's a tough one for Blake. I think he's just trying to be a good teammate and defend Brown there, who's in motion by swinging through that one. But a pitch in the dirt, you probably don't need to swing on. Ty, you could probably hold off on that. It's going to be really hard for the catcher to make a throw there. But you trained, hey, swing so the catcher can't come up through the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Blake's going to swing at this one. It's going to be popped up to the first base side. First baseman settles underneath it, makes the play. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. I like the bronc riding because they ride them. You know, like bull riding, I don't see very many guys ride for 8 seconds when I go to rodeos, but
the Broncos, too,
they
that's
ride
crazy.
those things.
I mean, to get on those things and ride those. You ever do any rodeo, Ty?
No.
Is that something you ventured into
Nope.
in your years?
Nope.
No mutton busting?
Nope.
You guys had sheep over there growing up, right? In the neighborhood?
Had sheep in the local fair and the sale and the show, but no.
Couldn't even get you to mutton bust
Nope.
there with the sheep. Huh?
Nope. No balls, one strike as Micah Dahl steps into the plate. He's going to swing another foul ball towards the Wasatch dugout. 0-2 the count. Dahl and his two bats today. A couple of ground outs to the left-hand side. No balls, two strikes. Holden Hafen on deck. Decent lead for Brown at second base. Second look from the Logan pitcher. Make it a third look. He'll step off and they'll go back to second base. No balls, two strikes, one away. Again, catcher Micah Dahl in the box.
You know, with these random sports you brought up, Tyler, like the darts and the pill fighting and World Series of Poker, don't you think part of the poker allure, what people liked, was they would put the stats up behind it too when they'd flip over the cards and say you've got this percentage to win?
Runner goes. It's going to be a lazy ground ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher fields it cleanly, throws it to first. Batter is out, but Brown will advance to third base. 2 away.
So with that, you know, are there sports like for example, I think when you've got someone who can shoot well, like you think of the Olympic sports and people who can handle a rifle or a firearm well, that's fun, but it's hard to see, right? And so is there a way you can set up those sports that makes it more appealing online? Because I think they did that well when it came to poker, making it appealing.
Another trip to the mound here from Logan, brought to you by Mirror Lake Station. Corgi racing. That was the other one that was on ESPN News today, Ty. I mean,
you know what? Horse racing's pretty fun to watch.
I agree with
you
that.
Watch a good horse race, so maybe.
Are there just?
I can't say I'm experienced in corgi racing. I don't know. I don't know what the entertainment draw is around that one, but probably get to have some fun.
Pitching change happening here for Logan High. It's 3-3 with runner on third base here in the bottom half of the fourth. We'll take a break. Holden Hafen due up.
Line of credit from UCCU makes it easy to access the equity in your home. And right now, UCCU is offering home equity lines of credit with no fees or closing costs. With increased home values, there is more equity to use for whatever you need. A wedding, a remodel, or whatever comes up. It's your equity, so it's entirely up to you. Start your application or learn more at uccu.com. Low rates, no fees, faster than ever. UCCU, love where you bank.
Big O Tires in Heber is your one-stop shop for tires and service. What was once Point S is now Big O Tires. Same service, but different name. We're locally owned and operated and want to help you get your vehicle ready to road trip this summer. Stop in for all your name brand tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, batteries, shocks, struts, and a whole lot more. Plus, Big O Tires offers financing options to fit any budget or any situation. Visit us today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Hey there, Heber City. Are you tired of dings, dents, and scrapes ruining the beauty of your beloved vehicle? Look no further than Robards Collision, the ultimate destination for all your auto body needs. At Robards Collision, they've been offering top-notch collision repairs and outstanding customer service. Their team of expert technicians is passionate about bringing your car back to its original glory, no matter the size of damage. Their state-of-the-art facility is equipped with cutting-edge technology, ensuring precise and accurate repairs. They handle it all with precision and care.
Are you ready for lunch? Well, the Dairy King, home of the train, is serving the best food with friends and family in the Valley and have been the winner of Best of State for 20 years. They've recently been named the best of Utah for their milkshakes. You've got to try their delicious train burger with an Oreo shake. They also have those yummy salads that just hit the spot or a turkey breast sandwich that tickles the taste buds. They've proudly been serving the Heber Valley for 78 years at the Dairy King, home of the train, serving deliciousness daily. Stop in today.
It's game time!
Let's do it! Ready, go! Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Pitching change brought to you by Chubby's, new to the Heber Valley, family-owned and operated, 9 Utah locations. We use 100% premium Angus beef for our burgers and cheesesteaks, award-winning all-American food, delicious desserts. That's Chubby's Cafe, your neighborhood destination for the food you crave. New pitcher on the mound for Logan. Saw him a little bit earlier in the week, Ty. This is going to be Venegas Camacho. Good little outing that he had in order to end the game against. Who was that against the first game? Hurricane?
Union.
Union, that's right, against Union. Starts with an off-speed pitch in for a strike. Nothing overpowering, just likes to thumb it, but seemed to fill up the zone nicely. Runner on third base here for Wasatch. The score 3-3. That one misses low and outside for ball one. Wasatch has done a good job in the box last two games. You mentioned, Ty, 18 hits yesterday, and already today 6 hits through the first 3+ innings. 1-1 the count here to Hafen. The pitch. Swung on, roped down the right side. Foul. Moves the count to 1-2.
Yeah, they've swung it well, Tyler, over the last couple games, but can you get the hits when it matters, right? And you want those averages to go up when you've got runners in scoring position. This is a big moment.
The 1-2 goes back to the off-speed. This one's roped, and it gets by the third baseman. He's played so well today, not able to come up with this one. Hafen, a big turn at first base, but a nice 2-out RBI single for the senior.
Yeah, he put that one right on the nose, Tyler. That one for sure a hit. Even though it's at the big right-hander at third base, that one tailing away, or hooking away, I guess, rather, is how I should phrase that. And Haven gets the big 2-out knock to give the Wasps the lead.
He's going to bring up Bridger Shaw. Shaw on the game today has 1 hit on a single. Line drive and his last at-bat that fell in front of the left fielder. What I like about that last at-bat from Hafen, Ty, pickoff move's not going to be in time. So that ball's probably a little bit out of the zone, but he didn't leave it up to the umpire. Just goes ahead and goes after it, kind of a loopy curveball, and instead of leaving it up to the umpire, he goes and gets it and singles down the line. Gives Wasatch their first lead of the day. They scored 2 runs in back-to-back innings. Ball's low and away for ball one.
I feel like this is the type of pitcher that Bridger can really feast on here. Bridger likes to get the bat head out, and this is an ideal scenario if he can find a fastball to let the bat head out and let it eat.
Instead, he's going to take one off the left elbow, hit by pitch, and Wasatch now has 2 runners in scoring position, trying to add on with 2 outs. Going to bring up Grant Mahoney. His last at bat had an RBI single through the 3-4 hole, and was hit by pitch in his first at bat, so has reached base twice.
It was a really nice piece of hitting from Grant in his last at bat, Ty.
First pitch is another off speed that's in the dirt for ball one.
Look at this, though. The first baseman, you see where he's playing. He is way in with 2 outs. Kind of a mystery here in my mind, Tyler. Gifting Wasatch a significant lead here with 2 outs, opening up that right side of the field.
Where he just hit it the one before. Swings at one a little bit out of the zone, misses. That'll move the count to 1-1. Now move the first baseman. Still playing in front of the base runner, though. This one swung on, elevated to the outfield, pushing the center fielder back to his right. Makes the play, and that'll do it for the bottom half of the 4th. But Wasatch does the damage, gets 2 runs on the board once again, and takes their first lead of the game. It's 4-3 going into the 5th.
We at Guild Mortgage help people build personal wealth through real estate. Be it your first home, next home, dream home, or investment property. At Guild Mortgage, we help you refinance for that lower interest rate, shorter term, or home remodel. At Guild Mortgage, we help you plan for retirement by owning multiple investment properties and can even add to your retirement plan with a reverse mortgage. We at Guild Mortgage believe everyone can own what matters.
Timberline Ace Hardware is committed to helping their neighbors and their communities, and because they're in the neighborhood, they can deliver almost anything you need. So shop in store or online for whatever your home or yard needs. Choose from top brands like Milwaukee, Stihl, Traeger, and Benjamin Moore. Then pick up in store, curbside, or they'll deliver your order right to your home. Around the block, what you need in stock with people that know how to help. Timberline Ace Hardware, serving the community for over 50 years.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Top of the 5th brought to you by the Gordon Law Group, your full-service local law firm who invests in their clients the best knowledge and expertise needed for all areas of the law. That is the Gordon Law Group. I was talking about these uniforms that Wasatch is wearing. Yellow. First time Wasatch has worn yellow, I believe, since the 2003 season, if I'm not mistaken. gone white, gray, black, but this is their first yellow top. Is there another sport, or let me phrase it this way, which sport do you analyze the uniforms the most, do you think, as fans? Is it, you got to talk about Oregon's football uniforms or basketball uniforms or baseball?
Certainly makes a run at it, Ty. Oregon, don't they? I mean, they've got literally hundreds of options with their uniforms up there that they can do, and they make a big deal out of that. So I'd say college football is probably up there, but baseball, I think baseball's had the nod in that area until Phil Knight took over the Oregon planning of the uniforms with Nike, and baseball's always kind of had the edge there.
9-1-2 up for Logan. It'll be the catcher Green, followed by Jensen and Brill. Hafen still on the mound, 67 pitches.
NBA, it's always been about marketing, right?
Nice swinging down. The number 9 hitter for Logan's going to start off here in the top of the 5th with a single.
Yeah, his first hit of the year. Never want to be on that end if you're the pitcher first of the season for a player.
I was going to say that basketball is probably the least, right? I don't think we analyze basketball jerseys too much.
But it's starting to get that way a little bit, Tyler, with those alternate uniforms, city uniforms that they'll use in the NBA.
It's interesting. You look at the pro sports, and I think baseball, you have a lot of, there's a lot of talk around the uniforms. NFL, it's just ho-hum, right? And really MLB kind of ho-hum too. I mean, you just don't have a lot of different jerseys. But then the NBA is kind of the ones where they're kind of going a lot of different uniforms. And then on the flip side, college, you see a lot of different football uniforms, a lot of different baseballs, but basketball seems to be kind of ho-hum. So
yeah, that's interesting.
Bunt attempt here that goes foul. 0-1.
Top tier uniforms, Ty.
What's that?
What's your top tier uniform? Who do you think puts forward the best look?
Are you saying on baseball side or just in general?
Just in general, yeah. Good looking uniforms.
Hit and run. This one's going to be elevated to first base. Runner does not see it. Mahoney's going to make the grab. It's a foot race back to first, and Mahoney himself with the double play. That's a pop-up out and steps on the bag. Runner didn't tag on the hit and run. 2 away.
That's really good, Tyler, but I'm going to nitpick a little bit. Hafen, you got to go get over and cover that first base bag, right? If Mahoney's catching that, if the runner realizes he needs to get back, Grant could have someone to toss that over to and speeds it up a little bit, right? So Colton kind of got caught looking, but hey, it's fine, no harm, no foul here on this one. 2 outs there on the double play.
It's going to bring up Brill, who singled to left in his first at-bat, then popped out to the right fielder in his last at-bat. He is going to go up 1-0 on a first pitch ball. Calls time, gets back into the box. Before I answer your question, are you a fan of the different uniforms of Oregon? This one's going to be swung on. Maybe we'll go that into the next inning because this should be easy catch. Eddie Bluth comes over, makes the grab, and it's an interesting 1-2-3 inning, but Wasatch goes 1-2-3, puts a goose egg up in the top half of the 5th, and that'll move us into the 5th inning stretch. Wasatch again leading 5-3 as I put that into the book. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. As we jump in now to the Guild Mortgage 5th inning stretch, Guild Mortgage loan officer Tom Stone is committed to helping his clients understand their options for real estate financing and assisting them to make solid home loan decisions that meet their needs. I'm going to throw it over to you for a little game summary.
Yeah, this one's been a fun one here, Tyler. Colton Hafen, as you just heard, got the start for Wasatch. He's 5 innings into this one now, and he's done a very good job for the Wasps, giving up only 3 runs on 3 hits. Couple walks here have come back to bite the Wasps a little bit to give up some runs, but overall this Wasatch team has been playing well. But Logan jumped out on top of them, Tyler, scoring 2 runs in the first inning. Wasatch wasn't able to get any runs themselves, actually going down quietly in the first inning themselves. But as you jump forward into the second and third innings, zeros on the board for both teams in the second, but Wasatch got the bats going as you entered into the third inning there, Tyler. In the bottom of the third, Blake Sweat got things rolling with a triple to the wall. Micah Dahl was able to ground out, but scored Sweat on that play, and that was the first run that got things rolling. Hafen then was able to get on base with a single, and Bridges Shaw singled after that, and Mahoney made it 3 straight hits for the Wasps, getting a single and tying things up at 2. Wasatch wouldn't get any more in that inning. Logan responded right back in the top of the next inning in the 4th by getting a run on the board themselves, but Wasatch bounced back and was able to recapture the lead here after they were able to tie it up. Stocking got a double there to lead off the inning in the bottom of the 4th, and then Brown was able to single on a line drive that scored Stocking, making it 3-3, and then tie in the last inning. Wasatch was able to take the lead as Colton Hafen got a line drive single that eventually scored Brown. And that's where we're at right now. Wasatch leading 4-3 over the Logan Grizzlies here heading into the bottom of the 5th.
Game summary once again brought to you by the Guild Mortgage and Tom Stone, proud sponsors of all athletics and, of course, lacrosse as well. Have our first lacrosse broadcast, I believe this Wednesday, Ty, is our first lacrosse broadcast. First pitch of the inning is going to be roped to right field. Sophomore Eddie Bluth with a nice single to get the inning started. Brings up Braxton Fowler. Wasatch trying to add on to their one-run lead.
Going to get another mound visit here too, Tyler. Give us a second.
Bluth struck out looking, hit by pitch, now singles. It's going to bring up Braxton Fowler. Fowler has been hit by pitch and grounded out, and I think, are we going to have another pitching change? I believe we are going to have another pitching change. We'll go ahead and take this one. Wasatch leads 4-3, runner on first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Mountain Refined. We are so excited to be supporting our local teams and all the sports that you guys are into. We wanted you to know a little piece of what we have. You can come on down, grab teacher gifts, protein powder, and even rent that tuxedo for junior prom. Did you guys know that? Shop local and support us. We love being a part of this community. Go Wasatch, 480 North Main Street, right here in Heber.
You'll always find the best deals and expert service at your local Napa Auto Parts store. We offer expert service in helping you find the parts you're looking for your current project, as well as Milwaukee tools. We can also help you with most motorsport, RV, and vehicle battery needs at your local Napa Auto Parts store in Heber City.
Here at Country Gardens and Nursery, we hope that you feel that you are home when you are away from home as you go around our perennial floor checking out the newest and latest for beauty for your garden, as you wander into our indoor plant shop, seeing the possibility of what could be yours. Stop by Country Gardens and Nursery, your home away from home. 1401 US 189, Heber City, Utah. And don't forget to check us out on social media for quick tips and tricks throughout the season.
Chad here from Mountain West Trailers. Celebrating 20 years in business, we know you value strength and reliability. Whether it's for work or play, our dump and equipment trailers are built to last. Enclosed cargo trailers for business and fun, or open utility trailers for everything in between. With expert sales, parts, and service, we've got you covered. Mountain West Trailers is always right behind you. Visit us at mountainwesttrailer.com or stop by at 1470 South Highway 40 here in Heber.
Welcome back here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch is going to get to the backstop, and Bluth will advance on the wild pitch. Ball one here as Braxton Fowler steps into the box. So we're duck on the pond. Wasatch already leading 4-3, looking to add on to it here in the 5th inning. That one misses high as well, moves the count to 2-0. On deck, Kyron Stocking. Fowler 0 for 1 today with a hit by pitch. 2-0 count. Pitcher comes set. Takes a peek. One look. Delivers. That one misses as well. Moves the count to 3-0. Missing high on all 5 of these first pitches. Having a hard time finding it so far. Fowler back into the box on the right-hand side. One look. Delivers. That one misses low and outside. 4 straight balls, and Wasatch has 2 runners on base. With nobody out, it's going to bring up the number 9 hitter. Crew Baxter is going to pinch hit here for Kyron Stocking. Baxter last year as a hitter for Wasatch as a sophomore ended up hitting .271 on 63 plate appearances, 3 doubles, a home run, and 8 RBIs on the season. Gets a chance here from the left-hand side. Big junior. Had himself a great football season. Excited for his senior year. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. The pitch. Once again up for ball 1. 5 straight balls here for the new Logan High pitcher. Was the first baseman. New to first base is Hoth. Was the DH. Now will enter into the game. 1-0 the count. Logan Comes set, takes 2 looks this time at second base, and now will deliver. And misses outside that time for ball 2. 2-0 the count. With our top of the order coming up, it'll be Austin Brown. Singled and RBI'd in his last at bat. See if Wasatch fills the bases for the young freshman. 2-0 the pitch. Goes with the off speed, and that one's in at the belt for ball strike 1. 2-1 now the count. Tries to go back to that off speed. It's going to go off of the catcher's glove. Both runners will advance on the pass ball. 3-1 the count. Runners now on second and third.
Bluth was on that the whole way, Tyler, reading that all the way in. And it looks like, it kind of feels like that time of blood in the water, right? Logan feels like they're wobbling for sure. And Wasatch needs to just take this away from them right now. 2 runners in scoring position, top of the lineup waiting on deck. Time to break this open.
That one misses outside. And third, 2 straight walks after a leadoff single. So bases are juiced for the freshman, and yet another trip to the mound on the Logan side after 2 straight walks. I think we're going to have a pinch runner. Jack Salmon will come in as a pinch runner here for Crew Baxter. Probably will enter the game at second base as well. I think I'm going to surprise you. Baseball-wise, I always liked LSU's uniforms. The LSU's where I'd go baseball-wise. Football, and these guys, there's nothing exciting about this school. And I think I probably like them just because they're black and yellow. But Iowa, I've always thought the Hawkeye look was a fun logo, and then the black and yellow uniforms.
Simple.
And again, it's probably because black and yellow, and that's, grew up a Wasatch guy.
That's your best black and yellow go-to, though, in college you can think of?
Missouri's got some nice ones, too. But, yeah, I've always liked Iowa's. A little black, yellow, and a little bit of white.
App State's black and gold, too, aren't
yeah,
they?
Yeah, that one's good. Yeah.
A little bit off the radar, though.
Yeah.
You don't like Oregon, though. Gets a little too chaotic.
Yeah, it does for me. They've got some that are nice combos, but, yeah, overall a little bit too much. They're going to keep number 24 in the game here for Logan. That one's going to miss high. Another ball is going to move the count to 1-0.
Something to be said for the old traditional uniforms like the Yankee pinstripes, right? Like those are just classic and clean.
Yeah, do you have a favorite MLB look?
I was going to say Notre Dame in football, right? Yeah. Just kind of classic and clean. MLB, think on that for a minute.
Misses high again, moves the count to 2-0.
It's the black and gold. I think I'm brainwashed too. The Pirates have
Pirates. I was going to say the Pirates
too. They put together there, and I think we've got some bias there for sure. You know what ones don't look bad though? I kind of like the ones the Orioles put out every now and then.
Yeah,
some good-looking unis.
That one misses as well. Moves the count to 3-0. See if Brown gets the green light. Leading only by 1. 4-3 is the count. Pitcher working out of the stretch with the bases loaded. Good lead from Fowler at second base. The pitch. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1 now the count. See if Wasatch can break this thing open. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Misses high. That'll bring in a run on the 3rd straight walk. So the Eddie Bluth single turns into a run on 3 straight walks. Logan looking to their dugout and see who they're going to go to. They're going to make a pitching change. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you how you feel about the classic Cubs unis, Ty.
Yeah.
Cubs,
good clean look. Yeah.
Over there. Yeah, get the pinstripes that they mix in every once in a while, but not too bad.
Were you a fan of the vest look? Remember I feel like the Angels and the Marlins, right, were kind of the two. Yeah, the Marlin whites with the black or the Angels whites with the red sleeves. Kind of the best look. I never wore a vest. I think you did when you were in Little League. Had some vest unis.
Yeah, I like the vest look. You never got a chance on that.
Actually, we did.
Easier to
they were just plain black vests that we wore. I think 1 year when we were in Little League side of things.
Bold move when you're in cold weather, to go with the best unis over there, Ty. But yeah, there's some good looking unis. You go. Sometimes simple is just better, though. I think I agree with you because you look at like the Dodgers, right? Just that classic home LA. Look, those are pretty good looking.
Are the Dodgers the new evil empire? Like, has it officially passed from the Yankees to the Dodgers for the casual fan?
You can never be an evil empire if you got Freddie Freeman on your team, can you? I mean, Freddie Freeman's the most likable guy that you can find in baseball. And how about that World Series he had last year?
Yeah.
One for the history books. I mean, he was so good. No one's ever done what he did last year as far as hitting home run after home run after home run in the record books. That walk-off grand slam to start the World Series.
If they keep spending, are you going to start seeing L.A. hater hats like you had the New York hater hats back in the early 2000s?
Well, you got to win with it, right? And that's been the knock on the Dodgers is as much as they've spent, they haven't won as much as the Yankees did in their big spending days. They're starting to win, right? They're winning more, and it looks like they're going to be the favorites moving forward next season. But you can spend a lot of money and not do anything. The Angels, prime examples of that a few years ago when they spent all that money on Albert Pujols and Josh Hamilton, right? They just dumped so much money into that and didn't end up winning any games out of it. So I think you've got to win consistently to be considered the evil empire.
Can you believe the money it's in baseball right now, though? I mean, you're talking a big-time deal for Saquon Barkley that's $41 million, and it's like Juan Soto, like, yeah, that's what I pay in charity every month. I mean, that's nothing compared to what these stars in the MLB is getting.
It's amazing when you compare sports. Like in the NFL, you play 17 games. In the NBA, you play 82, but those guys only play 60 because they're sitting out so many. So many of these guys in baseball play 150-plus games in a year, and so you're earning that a little bit more. They're working more.
Blake Sweat's going to elevate the first pitch with the new pitcher to shallow center field. Runner's going to try to go ahead and score, though, from the outfield. The throw is going to be errant. Nobody covering third base, so all runners are going to advance on the sacrifice fly from Blake Sweat, and it's now a 6-3 lead for the Wasps.
Well, that's miscommunication from Logan, Tyler, because that ball had a chance at home. He's going to get there very close to when the runner was getting there, and on top of it, when they cut it off, no one over there to cover third base, so just compounding the issue for the Grizzlies. Wasatch capitalizing on bad baseball over on the Logan side of things.
And Ty, we talked about it a lot. That it's something that will happen with walks. People kind of fall asleep, especially high schoolers out on the field, and I just think that was one of those times. Another ball here as Micah Dahl will step into the box. See the number for this pitcher, Ty, number 29.
Yeah, I can't see it right now, Tyler. Kind of shifted off to the side.
Another little lefty.
29, yep.
Nice off-speed pitch there that misses for ball. This is Marcus Shopbell that's on the mound. 2-0 now the count here to Micah Dahl. He's grounded out 3 times, all to the left-hand side of the infield. The 2-0 misses as well, moves the count to 3-0.
Shopbell, only a freshman. Tied. They've used him already, though, in this season. 1 inning pitched. Gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run. Had 3 strikeouts, though, in that 1 inning.
That one misses as well. So that's going to load back up the bases with 1 away, and it'll bring up Colden Hafen. Pitcher's had a nice day on the mound. Comes up with 2 singles, back-to-back singles in his last 2 at-bats. Grounded out in his first at-bat, and then single, both to left field. Micah Dahl will come out, and haven't got all the numbers memorized yet. Ty Easton Wood will come in as a pinch runner, courtesy runner, speed-up runner. Bases loaded, that one right at the belt for strike 1.
Yeah, zone starting to expand a little bit, looks like, Tyler. And I don't know if this game's enough out of hand yet to be expanding the zone the way they did. That one looks a little up in the zone to me.
Yeah, still a 3-run game. Hafen's going to swing at the next one and foul that one off, and just like that, an 0-2 count, 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Oh, 2 goes back to the curveball. A high chopper back to the pitcher. Pitcher fields it cleanly, throws it to first, gets the runner at first base. But the high chopper allows another run to come in, and Wasatch now has a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, good job from Colden, Tyler. That, like I said, that first strike call I'm not sure I agree with, and it changed the complexity of that at bat. But again, he's just battling up there, putting a ball in play, pushing across another run. Really good play on the mound from the freshman of Logan. It's not an easy play to go back over that hill and get that ball, and then as a lefty, turn to make the throw to first, and he made it look pretty easy.
Bridgershaw comes in 1 of 2. He's going to swing at the first pitch again. This one's in foul territory. Now comes back into fair territory, and it is going to land fair. A single And 2 runs are going to come in to score. How about that? A 2-out, 2 RBI single for Bridger Shaw. Looks good in the book.
It looks good in the book, Ty. Don't send that highlight clip to any colleges that are looking, though.
Good hustle there.
Yeah, the wind has helped with a few hits this weekend.
Yes,
here,
it has.
Ty, hasn't it? Seen some funky things going on. 3 in particular that come to mind.
Swing and a miss here from Grant Mahoney, who comes in today. 1 of 2 as well. Hit by pitch in his first at bat. Single, and then flew out to center field in his last at bat.
You had yesterday, the strange single from Stocking, right? That the ball started outside of the field of play, and then the wind blew it back in about 2 feet inside the line. Blake Sweat, the pop one about 90 feet, that went about 340 feet.
Little hit and run. Mahoney's going to elevate this one to right field. Right fielder going back, makes the grab, and that'll do it for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Wasatch has a good bottom half of the 5th, as they're going to score 5 runs on 2 hits, no errors. 1 runner is left on base. Wasatch leads 9-3 going into the top of the 6th.
Check out the Fit Stop Health Club. It's more than a great facility. Their employees and staff create a comfortable, caring, supportive place for men and women of all ages, as well as their families, to work out. They have your tanning beds, massage, and personal trainers. Find your new groove. Jump into their therapy pool with endless laughs. They have Group X classes with nationally certified and specially trained instructors. See what the Fit Stop offers. Go to their website at fitstophealthclub.com. For more information, call 654-2131.
At Heber Park City Appliance, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who go out of their way to keep your home running smoothly. And when we say team, we're talking about 40 years of winning service and reliability. We're here to boost your at-home satisfaction long after your purchase. So when it's 4th quarter and your fridge goes out, oh man, be confident knowing we're a team that will go the distance for you. Heber Park City Appliance in Heber City. Visit us online at heberappliance.com.
Unlock your potential at Bonnie Joseph Academy, your local beauty school. Explore the art of cosmetology, barbering, hair design, basic aesthetics, master aesthetics, and nail tech programs. Visit bonniejosephacademy.edu to learn more and enroll today. Financial aid is available for qualifying students, and we offer flexible schedules and distant education options. Transform your passion into a rewarding career at Bonnie Joseph Academy, where beauty meets expertise. Bonnie Joseph Academy, Heber City.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Top of the 6th, brought to you by Big O Tires. Get ready to rev up your savings with Big O Tires. Whether you're looking for the best tire deals or unbeatable service specials, you'll find everything you need to keep your vehicle in top shape while keeping more money in your wallet. 1-1 count here to start the top of the 6th. Hafen's still on the mound. Pitch number 74. 2-1 now the count to Roth, the number 3 hitter. Now 3-1. Three, 4-5 up for Logan, who now trail 9-3. Gave up 2 in the first, did the Wasps, and then 1 in the 4th, but they've scored 2-2-5 the last 3 innings. That one misses again. That'll be ball 4. That is walk number 5, I believe, now for Hafen in the game. It's only given up 3 hits, 2 runs, 5 walks, and 4 Ks for the senior.
Yeah, he's been good, Ty, and he's been a very important arm in this tournament where you got to play 4 games. Wasatch has their 4th still to come against Hurricane, but still plenty of fresh arms that they can utilize in that 4th game.
New hitter is going to be in Ari Fitch. He'll be in at second base for Logan. Another ball, so 1-0 the count. Hafen working out of the stretch with the runner on first, nobody away. Kyron Stocking does come back into the game at second base. That one misses as well. 1-0 the count, or 2-0 the count.
Remind the listeners, Ty, this is the front end of a doubleheader today. Wasatch taking on Logan High School, and then directly after this one, well, about a half-hour break in between the two, they'll be taking on Hurricane High School.
Runner's going to go. High pitch. The throw down to second base. Is it in time? It's in time. Micah Dahl with the putout at second base. 1 away here in the top of the 6th.
Oh, good dart. Good dart there from Micah. good quick little turn of the shoulders and threw a laser beam down there, put it right on the money. Easy tag for Wasatch to get the out.
Good job, Kyron Stocking, putting the tag on it. Logan coach was not happy. Looked like the tag may have been a little bit high, up on the hip a little bit, but nonetheless, it is now. And another walk. So 2 walks to start off the inning. Kind of go back to that last one. Ty Logan's kind of run themselves out of the last couple innings. Had leadoff walks in both the last 2 innings. Wasatch was able to get a double play with not tagging up. Logan didn't tag up. Yeah, and now gets picked off, caught stealing.
That always compounds the issue, too, as a coach, when you're questioning whether you should have sent them. Then the very next pitch, you're walking, and you would have got that back for free anyway.
Have a pitching change. Colton Hafen, that'll do it for him after 5 1/3 inning. Gave up 3 runs. We're going to see Tyson Dahl once again on the mound. We'll go ahead and take a break. Tyson Dahl looking to close this one out for Wasatch. They lead 9-3.
Hungry for mouth-watering all-American comfort food? Look no further. Chubby's has just opened in Heber Valley, bringing you award-winning burgers and cheesesteaks made from 100% premium black Angus beef. With 9 Utah locations, our family-owned and operated restaurant knows how to satisfy your cravings. And don't forget to treat yourself to our delicious desserts. Come taste the difference today at Chubby's, located at 220 North Main Street. Chubby's Cafe, your neighborhood destination for the food you crave.
Hi, this is Kendall Crittenden, Wasatch County Council member and a member of the Caring Community Coalition. Did you know that kids are at a greater risk of experimenting with alcohol and drugs between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m.? Many parents are still at work this time of day. Check in with your kids. Find out where your kids will be, who they'll be with, and what they will be doing. Brought to you by Wasatch Behavioral Health and the Caring Community Coalition.
It's game time!
Let's do it!
Ready?
Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Pitching change brought to you by Mirror Lake Station, winners of Best in State Donuts. Stop on in for gas, groceries, and goodies located at 2nd North Main on your way up Mirror Lake Station Highway. Tyson Dahl on the mound for Wasatch. Saw him close out the game yesterday in Skyview. Gets his second appearance, only a sophomore. Threw the ball well yesterday on the mound. Comes up with 1 away, runner on first, and a 9-3 lead. Left fielder for Logan on the mound. Slide step delivery outside for ball 1.
That's a pretty good first pitch, though, Ty. Down in the zone. You want to stay working down there. You're pitching with a 6-run lead late in the game. So the name of the game here is just throw strikes. Get the ball over, keep it down the zone, make the other team beat you.
That one's in there for a strike. Moves the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
We brought up yesterday, Ty, the Dahl battery.
Yeah.
Right, Tyson and Micah hit your catcher battery. And had kind of started stewing on brothers that have played at Wasatch, and not many that we can think of.
That played together, right?
Had a chance to share the field together. Yeah. Did you have any more come to mind since we
well, Corey and Kerry Holmes were on that team that made it to the finals, I believe, against Union. We talked about with Clint Kelson. And so there's ones right there, right? Twins that played together.
Did Mason and Zach Holmes ever play on the same field?
I'm not sure they were on the same field. Yeah. And that one's in at the belt for strike 3. Tyson Dahl comes in and gets a first strikeout right off the bat. That's now 2 outs here in at the top of the 6th.
Yeah, we talked about Bridger and Tragan Shaw, right? Has been able to be on the field together. But not many. So this is kind of a cool, unique experience you're seeing here between the brothers playing together.
Trying to just think of some other ones. Brandon and Cody Willett, but I don't think they were ever on the field either together.
When you get the 3 or 4 year gap, it's tough because you'd have to come up and start as a freshman, right, with a senior brother. And
you mentioned just some brothers combos: Trevor and Parker Baumgardner, Callan and Weston Hill, and Austin Hills. 3 Hills brothers that all played at Wasatch High School. 2-0 the count here to Logan High again, trailing 9-3 are the Grizzlies. Wasatch jumped out to a 9-3 lead after scoring 5 in the bottom half of the 5th, trying to get their second straight win. That one misses outside. 3-0 now the count. Dahl working out of the stretch, settles, pitches, misses, and that's going to be the 3rd walk of the inning for the Wasatch pitching staff. Pinch hitter is going to come up to the plate. This is going to be, I believe, the pitcher that's now on the mound, if I'm not mistaken. Shop Bell's going to get a chance to swing it here in the top of the 6th. Steps in on the left-hand side. He said only a freshman, right, Ty?
Only a freshman, Ty, and he seems like he's going to be a nice little player, but he is only a freshman, right? Going in a varsity game, I don't think they plan on his bat being a part of the lineup, so just go after him.
It's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Stocking can't handle it. Runner's going to advance to third. Everybody's safe, so bases loaded on the air by the second baseman. And Logan now one swing of the bat away from getting back into this thing.
Yeah, got what you needed there too, Ty. Nice, easy roll over to the glove hand side, just hopping up to you, and just misplayed it. Just a bobble over there at second base and keeps the inning alive.
He's going to bring up Olsen. He grounded out in his first at-bat and then popped out to the right fielder in his second at-bat. The big right-handed third baseman steps into the box with the bases juice. Swings at the first pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to Shaw. Shaw fields it cleanly, throws it to second base, and Wasatch will get out of the inning. Nice job there from Tyson Dahl closing down the inning. No runs on no hits. No one error in the inning, and 3 are left on base. It's 9-3 going into the bottom of the 6th.
Hi, this is Corbin Gordon from Gordon Law Group. I commonly get approached by people with the same question. Hey, do you guys do a particular type of law? The answer is almost always, yeah, we do that. We are the Valley's only full-service law firm that has been in business for over 20 years. We have 5 experienced attorneys who do estate work, litigation, business formation, real estate, water law, divorce, criminal defense, and many others. Gordon Law Group, yeah, we do that.
Hey, Heber Valley, whether you're cheering on our high school team or enjoying a day in our beautiful valley, our community is stronger when we love local. Our local businesses are the heartbeat of Heber Valley, from your favorite cafe to the shop on the corner. When you shop local, you're supporting your neighbors and investing in the future of our community. So next time you're out and about, show some love. Shop, dine, and explore right here in Heber Valley. Brought to you by the Heber Valley Chamber of Commerce. Remember, love local. It makes all the difference. Visit gohebervalley.com/shop.
It's game time!
Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Bottom of the 6th brought to you by Gravity Coalition, offering the best in bikes, skis, snowboards, skateboards, and more in the Heber Valley. Stop on in for sales and services. Visit them at their store in Midway or visit them at gravitycoalition.com. This is a cool shop. Due up for Wasatch. Pending substitutions will be Eddie Bluth, Braxton Faller, and then I believe Kyron Stocking will get the at-bat. That's going to be 7-8-9 for Wasatch. Eddie Bluth on the game today. 1 for 2, struck out, hit by pitch, and then singled to right field in his last at-bat. He's got 2 hits now on the season.
A lot of good things happening in this game situationally, too, Tyler. Wasatch with a nice lead at 9-3. But that last inning, that's good. Just work to build on. Bases loaded. Trying to work out of a jam, not give up any runs. Wasatch able to get out of it, right? Catcher throwing out a base runner, trying to steal in advance. Just good things happening, even though Wasatch is securely in control of this game.
That one's going to be at the back of Bluth. He already took one. Says, you know, I want a little see more than one pitch here. Doesn't take that one. 1-0 the count.
His last swing was right on the money, Tyler. Laser out to right field.
A lot of unwritten rules in baseball. Should that be one of them? Like you take a pitch for your team unless you're up 6 runs? And then is it okay to get out of the way if you're up 6 runs?
Yeah, at what point are you dodging it? You never were taking one at all, right?
Never.
You didn't like to be
never.
hit.
I did not like to get hit. I think I got hit twice. 3-0 the count on 3 straight balls to get this inning started. Wasatch, if they score 4, we'll end it.
You know,
I think we're sitting at about 12 minutes on the game time as well.
You talked earlier about being able to play against Bishop Gorman, Tyler, in your high school career. And that team had 9 kids that got drafted off of it, that Bishop Gorman team. So really good team that Wasatch got a chance to play against. But just curious, after all your years, you've been around Wasatch baseball about 2 decades now. And who's the best player that comes to mind that you've watched play, baseball-wise? Wasatch or opposing team, but that you've seen that you'd put it at the top of the list?
Eddie Bluth will walk on 4 straight pitches. Can I dodge the question? I feel like, I played with some, I've coached some, watched some. It's tricky. I feel like I'm going to offend somebody no matter what I say with this answer. Parker Sweat was pretty darn good, Ty. Center fielder, Could run, could hit. You talk about a 5-tool guy. He had it all. He could run, he could hit for power, could hit for contact, and he was really good. Ryan Chadwick's hard to argue with the career that he had in college. Was the leading appearance guy on the mound all time for UVU when he graduated from UVU.
Those are all good names, but I'm thinking a little bit off the wall, like, what year would have been like 2003 Mark Pollock, right? I think Coach.
So just not just Wasatch guys, just period.
No, I'm talking that you saw Jaron Hall, right?
Got it.
Him
Okay.
was an excellent player. That Gorman team, the pitcher that closed it down, is playing for the Blue Jays right now, right? Like there's some good players that we saw there.
Another pass ball is going to get by the catcher, and Bluth will advance to second base. So a 3-0 count here to Braxton Fowler.
So just
Jaron Hall was good, Ty.
Quick ones that come to mind. Yeah, Jaron Hall. If you remember Littlewood, Marcus Littlewood from Pineview. I think he's a second-round draft pick in the bigs.
That one misses as well. So 9-3. Also saw Ty Adam Law. We watched him play a little bit. Who's working his way around, the minor leagues.
Yeah, just trying to kind of dig in the old memory bank there.
Another name, Wolf. Remember Wolf? That was a Payson Provo kid. Got drafted. Went to BYU and got drafted. In there for a strike as Kyron Stocking comes up to the plate. Has one hit on the day. Austin Brown on deck. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the sixth.
Just you don't get a ton of high draft picks in the state of Utah, right? But you've seen a few over the years.
Stocking is going to lay down the bunt. It's a good one, Ty. Nobody is over at first base. Great read from Stocking. And Bluth is going to try to score. No, he's going to go back to third base, and Fowler's going to have to scamper back to second. But a great bunt from Stocking and a great recognition. Second baseman was holding on the runner at second base. He drops down a bunt down the first base side. No chance for anybody to cover at first. And a nice little single there from Stocking.
Yeah, loading them up, Ty, and now the game-winning run coming to the plate here in Brown. If he scores, that's the 10-run rule in play.
Swings of the first pitch, off the hands, foul ball, strike one. Nobody out, runners on first, second, and third for Wasatch.
Some of these players that you see, Ty, sometimes it's just hard to keep up with them. If you recall, you brought up that Wasatch team 6 or 7 years ago that took fifth in the state tournament.
And this one swung on and foul off of the netting down the right side.
Yeah, pretty high up on that netting, Ty. Still, you got to get that thing a moonshot to get that up and over. That thing's probably hit, 360, 370? And
yeah.
Still have 15 more feet to go to get above that net.
0-2 goes with the off speed, low and outside, lays off of it, and 1-2 now the count.
But back to that year, Wasatch lost their opening game of that state tournament to Cottonwood 20-1. And that team had some dang good players, a couple of them that got drafted.
And that one high and inside gets him. And that'll be another hit by pitch. That's his third hit by pitch of the season, Ty. We were talking about guys who like to get hit. I'm not sure Austin likes to get hit, but the ball's finding him in this first
early,
weekend.
Isn't it? He's a kid. You'd like to be able to see swing it, too. The pop that he's got. I'd like to see him hit a little less, but it does get him an RBI. But Ty, to that point, they had a kid, and I cannot remember his first name, but his last name was Dunn.
Yeah.
Went to play at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Fantastic player. And he was playing with a torn hamstring against Wasatch in that game. And he had a couple ball, one that probably hit about 500 feet with the torn hamstring. And then he hit another one that bounced off the wall, and he only got a single because he couldn't run out of the box. He just kind of hobbled down and stopped at first base because he couldn't get down there. That kid was impressive to watch as well.
Another pitching change here for Logan. We'll go ahead and take it. Wasatch leads 10-3. Winning run for the 10-run rule is on first base. Still nobody out in the bottom of the sixth.
For a limited time, UCCU is offering 33-month savings certificates with an incredibly high APY of 2.55%. Plus, you can jump up to an even higher rate of return anytime during the life of your certificate. With a savings certificate, you just make one deposit and then let your money grow and grow and grow, with a fixed rate of return that's much higher than a standard savings account. Learn more at uccu.com. UCCU. Love where you bank.
Big O Tires in Heber is your one-stop shop for tires and service. What was once Point S is now Big O Tires. Same service, but different name. We're locally owned and operated and want to help you get your vehicle ready to road trip this summer. Stop in for all your name brand tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, batteries, shocks, struts, and a whole lot more. Plus, Big O Tires offers financing options to fit any budget or any situation. Visit us today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
It's game time.
Let's do it. Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Welcome back. Wasatch High School baseball opening weekend. As Wasatch leads 10-3, looking for their second straight win after beating Skyview last night. Ty, there was an interesting question that was posed that I saw of what should be the next national holiday for the United States of America.
Super Bowl Sunday.
So you would take that over opening day?
I think so. Yeah.
So a holiday on the next day, right? Like you'd get Monday off.
So
is what I think.
Opening day is fantastic, Tyler. Like, yeah, you just got to call in sick to work on opening day is how that works. Super Bowl Sunday, that one you're looking for a carryover effect.
So
right? It's what you want on Super Bowl Sunday.
So I'll give you three options. I think you've already answered, but the Monday after Super Bowl, opening day, get that day off, or Thursday, Friday of the first weekend of March Madness.
Ooh, that first weekend of March Madness is a lot of fun. Here's where the NFL is going, Ty. They're talking about adding an 18th game.
So they can get to President's Day weekend.
Back to President's
and
Day,
I am totally for it.
You won't need a holiday because you'll have President's Day off.
I don't know why you need to add a game. Why don't you just slide the season back a week? I mean, it's not that hard. You to control that. Just move it back a week.
One more game means that much more money in
their
pockets.
But I'm totally for that.
I don't know. Opening day is a lot of fun, Ty. When you can just sit down and watch baseball all day. The problem with that is you have to have a supportive family that's going to allow you to watch about 12 hours of baseball during the day to
that's
enjoy
kind of
that national
isn't that the niche of March Madness, because your kids can fill out a bracket, and so they're kind of excited to watch all those games with you on Thursday and Friday.
Oh yeah.
So I think Thursday, Friday. I think that'd be great.
Wasatch has a chance to end this one here, Ty.
This is it's a 2-1 count here to Blake Sweat. See, this is our terms are just a week off. We have end of term this week, and we have Thursday, Friday off without the kids at school, and that should be next weekend, right?
Yeah.
Swung on, it's right off the pitcher. It's going to be a double play opportunity, but it goes through the legs of the shortstop. One run comes in, and now the winning run will be on third base. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. The score now 12-3.
Oh yeah, Ty, that was a tailor-made double play ball there that the shortstop just missed right through the legs, Bill Buckner style. And that's going to bring the winning run 90 feet away. So it makes this tricky. Right pass ball, game over. Fly ball, game over. Ground ball, game over. There's a lot of options here for Wasatch to get out of here with a win on this next at-bat.
Have a new hitter in as well. Dahl will be subbed out, and into the game will be Miguel Armendariz. Runner's going to go to get out of the double play, so second and third. Ball is outside for ball one. Miguel Armendariz played in the Little League, hasn't played any high school baseball. The coaches really like him, especially out in the field. Liked what they've seen. Now has an opportunity to get a little RBI to end the ball game.
Another left-handed bat in the lineup here too, Ty.
2-0 the count. Colton Hafen on deck. Wasatch again will play directly after this one. We'll throw it back to some great music while the teams warm up, but Wasatch will wrap up opening weekend against the host school Hurricane. That one misses the outside corner. 3-0 now the count.
Turn them loose if you're the coach here.
Yeah.
3-0. 9-run lead. Definitely give them the green line.
Yeah. Don't have a double play opportunity really here. The infield playing in, plenty of holes. Instead, he lays off of it, and that'll load up the bases. And that'll bring up Colton Hafen. Hafen on the game today. 2 for 4.
One of the more lonely spots in baseball, what Bridger Shaw has right here, right? The guy on deck with the winning run at third and bases juice. The only way he comes up is if Hafen strikes out, right? And so you can feel a little conflicted on deck where you'd like to have a chance to hit again, but don't want to wish anything bad on your teammate.
If there were 2 outs, definitely, right? There's still an opportunity if he strikes out or something like that, like you said.
Is that similar to like a backup quarterback in football?
Yeah.
You don't want to wish injury on someone, but you'd love to play as well.
0-1, that one is outside. Catcher does a good job keeping it in front of him. 1-1 now the count. Bases loaded again, 12-3. Wasatch one run away from getting the 10-run rule here against Logan. Swings at this one, that'll do it. It's a long fly ball to right field. Not going to get to that one, and that'll do it. That'll be the ball game. Colden Hafen. Well, a little bit of a confusion here, but either.
It's a long single. He was going for 2. He didn't realize the game was over, Tyler. So
that'll do it. Wasatch gets the 13-3. We're going to keep it here and do a quick little post-game show as we'll then send it back to some music as Wasatch will then wrap up against Hurricane. But this one, a 13-3. Your post-game show is brought to you by Timberline Ace Hardware, who's all about being the helpful place. Ty, throw it over to you, and let's just hand out some awards. Players of the game brought to you by Country Gardens and Nursery.
Well, Ty, it's hard to look away from Colden, right? He pitched a phenomenal game there on the mound, only gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, and Ty a multiple hit game at the plate. And so I think Colden Hafen's where you have to start there for the Wasatch Wasps. But there's some other notable players that played very well. Talk about Bluth, who really competed in the box on base multiple times. Blake Sweat, a couple good at-bats there, driving runs. And there's just a lot of guys you can go up and down the lineup here, Tyler. Brown, once again, has a couple good balls that he puts on the barrel. But I think Hafen, it starts with pitching, and he also took care of business in the box. So Colden Hafen going to be the player of the game here today.
Couple of keys to the win tonight or this afternoon for Wasatch.
Well, Ty, bats are going, right? Double-digit games in a row. You go 17 runs against Skyview, and then you score 13 runs against Logan in back-to-back games. That's 30 runs in 2 games. It's a pretty good start here for the Wasatch Wasps here in the season to get things going. So to me, that's the key. The team continues to swing it well and push runs across when they get the chance there at the plate.
We're on a half-hour break. We'll be back on the air at 5:30 as Wasatch will wrap up their first weekend. Back-to-back wins here for Wasatch. Now 2-1 on the season after the 13-3 victory over Logan High. We'll have Wasatch Hurricane coming up at 5:30.
Hey there, Heber City. Are you tired of dings, dents, and scrapes ruining the beauty of your beloved vehicle? Look no further than Robards Collision, the ultimate destination for all your auto body needs. At Robards Collision, they've been offering top-notch collision repairs and outstanding customer service. Their team of expert technicians is passionate about bringing your car back to its original glory, no matter the size of damage. Their state-of-the-art facility is equipped with cutting-edge technology, ensuring precise and accurate repairs. They handle it all with precision and care.
Are you ready for lunch? Well, the Dairy King, home of the train, is serving the best food with friends and family in the Valley and have been the winner of Best of State for 20 years. They've recently been named the best of Utah for